I need the basket.
It just came out there just the right time to hear about how June is selling her feet pics. Hi everybody, how you doing?
It's my feet pics. Thank you.
Oh
very
right,
much.
no, it's
Hello.
My
Frey's feet
husband
pics.
is selling his feet pics.
Yes, of course, naturally.
I just wanted a basket.
Also,
Lynn just wants her
also,
basket.
I thought you were about to misspeak there for a second. I thought you were about to send. I thought you were about to send Frey 35 years of bad luck.
But yes, also Lynn, you're Pookie. But yes, hi everybody. If you can't tell, it's a little bit of a down day in terms of energy, as well as there's the technology just not being cooperative, and I'm still, if I'm not going to lie, I'm still a little bit disoriented from the end of the last session because, wow, I think that last 15 minutes confused me so much. I don't even remember what happened last session. Do any of you guys remember what happened last session?
I don't remember what happened last session.
Yeah.
I remember there was like Flick in the
Yes. Flick and Siren were doing information gathering, and then we got accosted by. Then we got accosted by some hooligans.
Some ruffians.
Yeah, hooligans.
Corsairs. Rastabouts. Yes. Hi everybody. How you doing? Welcome back to Simple Path, session 101.
102.
Were we 101? Last one was 100.
Really?
No, last episode was 101.
Oh, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. I've been misnumbering them for the last couple of sessions. 100 was the big talk with
Orthos. Yeah.
With Orthos,
I'm a big dum-dum.
Yeah, this is 102. This is 102.
This is 102. Thank you for. Oh, you're right. It is 102. I did number it properly. I just misremembered.
I was about to say you did number it properly. I remember last session it said 101.
Every episode from here on out is episode 100.
Grim,
which one? Which one's the actual episode 100? Figure it out.
You know that would be hilarious. But also, Grim, you can't gaslight me. We just got out of a session yesterday. We do the gaslighting together. It's a team effort. Grim says there were lots of weddings and surprise children and mustachio twins. No, that's a telenovela, which this does sometimes turn into, but hopefully not with great regularity. Anyway, so last we left off, the group set foot on Haven once more, evading the attention of some Titan's Arm bounty hunters with the help of a Titan's Arm diplomat, which had touched base with you guys, and expressed their sympathy and wish to work together with Chico, and by extension, all of you guys. As you guys made port out of Vladidovsky, you saw the diplomat hard at work in a tea ceremony, distracting and binding said mercenaries up in formality in such a way that they could not immediately make pursuit. Otherwise, it would be terribly rude. You guys set port. You started asking around a little bit. You got some rumors. You got some stuff. Some of it you already knew. And then some people were not fond of how many questions you guys were asking. And made it clearly known. Unfortunately, you guys are, I think, about 5 levels past being intimidated by a bunch of knife wielders.
Yeah.
Not to mention it's also neutral ground.
Yeah.
By threat of ass kicking from turtle people. So yes.
Good old garden variety gangoons.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have gone up against them, but if they're really working for Flick's sister and by proxy for Berefucius,
I doubt Berefucius would give a singular fuck.
Maybe not him in particular, but Flick's sister, if they're really working directly under her. Which, by the way, I don't remember what the result was from the sense motive that Flick and I did. Are they being honest about that and about the whole him being wanted?
Yeah, they seem pretty. They seem pretty certain about that.
Okay.
I got the impression they weren't necessarily working for Flick's sister, but were suspicious of him.
Well, they certainly seem to think that they, in some way, shape, or form, were in her employ.
Hmm.
And yes, Grim, the place is totally neutral. Ha. Anyway.
So it begins.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Anyway, but yes, as far as you could tell, in the heat of the moment, they seemed forthright in that they were after Flick because it would benefit them as a result of the bounty that his sister put out. Whether or not they actually directly worked for her or they saw the bounty posted and decided to go after him to win favor and fortune, you didn't really ask them. So you can't be certain about that, but you can be certain that Flick's sister knows he's alive.
Yes.
And is not happy about the fact, such that she has hired thugs, which is par for the course in pirate land, really. Yes. After that, if I remember correctly, Kanabos was conducting a parade of kobolds. Chico was, what was it? Where were Chico and Mallory off to?
I don't think we ever touched up on that.
Did we?
We didn't.
I thought we.
No.
Because I know folks went ashore, and the ones who stayed behind were Karia to manage the ship, and Kanabos, separated from the group to take care of the kobolds. I guess we never really touched on what Chico and Mallory were up to. So before I start engaging in the torture that I'm going to expose Kanabos to, let's touch on that real quick. Let's do Chico first. What, now that you've made landfall in Haven, would you be doing? We've already more or less made the assumption that she has passively, in the short time that you were on the ship, started just making goods to be sold every time you land in port.
Yes.
That aside, we're ultimately factoring in you're going to take time at some point to try and sell some of your goods. And we can have a roll for that. Same for you, Mallory, and anybody else that would like to ply a trade every time you guys come into port.
Pretty much.
But for the time being, what are you personally doing, if anything? You don't even necessarily have to do anything specific.
No, I mean, I guess I just want to sell stuff, I guess.
Cool.
So what should I be rolling for that?
In this case, we can do your craft check. It would effectively determine the quality of what you're selling, and also how well you manage to sell and negotiate with those prospective buyers. And since you are in Haven, there are always people looking for a nice sharp blade.
What's it called? Because I'm feeling a little fancy. I'll cast a silent image to make like a stall, I guess. It'll make it look like I have a stall.
Cool.
Yeah, this would be a little fancy.
It's gonna be awkward the first time someone tries to lean on it.
Well, no, it's one of those open stalls. It's like a thing,
like
a hood on top,
okay.
and then yeah.
Gotcha.
Also, I had to remember which was the where the funny dice roller thing was.
34.
There you go.
Very nice. And I'm going to add an extra +2 circumstantial bonus to that as a result of the little silent image on top. Adding a little bit of zhuzh to your sales attempt as you do your best. You haul out a bundle of blades, clubs, pointy things, whatever you may have made on your way over, in your particular style and with your family stamp on it. Or Chico's specific stamp. Depends on her.
Family.
I know you wanted to propagate your dad's stamp, his maker mark.
Yes. Well, I'm just going to yoink that. It's ours now. Family owned.
Yeah, he would have probably wanted you to have it, all things considered. But yes, with a roll like that, you will, over the course of, over the course of time, because people are always looking for nice, high quality weapons, and you don't offer anything magical, but everything you offer tends to be masterwork, basically at minimum. Sometimes with little alterations here and there if you're feeling fancy. You would, over the course of the time here in Haven, earn a total of 240 gold.
Yippee! 240.
As you spend your time here on Haven hawking goods, at least for that particular that particular stretch of time. Cool. Okay, Mallory.
Also, sorry, before, and also, obviously, while this is going on, can I keep an eye on the streets?
Sure.
Obviously, since, yeah.
In case something should happen.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mallory, what would he be getting up to right about now?
I think. Oh, is there like a delivery service or something like that in Haven? There should be, right?
Delivery service?
No, I could. I was gonna have something sent over to the hotel. I think it would be better if I just send it over, like when I'm in Mordon.
That might be the more. Since you're already headed to Mordon, but you're not headed directly to the Quadranon, that might be the more efficient option. Plus, the postal service in Mordon is a lot more robust.
Yeah, sure.
But yes, there is a postal service in Mordon, and it does ship international.
Yeah, then I'll wait till then. So I guess for now, what can I do on the beach?
Do you want to catch some sun?
I guess so.
Cool. Mallory's gonna get a 10. Okay. Here in Haven, where it is perpetually summer, even with the cold winds that blow down from the north, Mallory decides to catch some rays, which unfortunately last time got interrupted by a naked Karia.
You know,
right.
Only partially, unfortunately, for some. Thank you very much.
Pantsless. I think that's arguably the most important.
Well, that way he couldn't be caught. Well, that way he couldn't be caught with his pants down. He put them down himself.
Of course.
Yeah, that's how it works. Okay. Cool. And Mallory's catching some sun. Excellent. That's going to go well. Vark. Hi.
Greetings.
So, unfortunately, you were not there for the last few sessions. As a result, you've missed, I think, quite a bit. I think people up until this point have hopefully caught you up on what you've missed.
Yes.
Excellent. You did unfortunately miss your chance to ask Orthos any questions you might have had, and that is a shame. I'm sure you would have had some things some questions pointed for him.
A couple of them, but it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
They were tapped on by the group.
That's good.
So at most I would have worded them in a specific way.
Okay. That said, after a rather roasting time in the Firegrove Valley, the group came back looking a little wear for worse, but also a little sharpened in their idea of where they're going to go next. Future objectives, along with having a little bit more knowledge about what exactly the hell is going on. Also some background on like the several travesties that happened to facilitate all of this, to kick all of this into motion. That said, you guys have made landfall here on Haven with the intention of more or less making a beeline for the Titan's Arm, assuming you can't make some progress with Flick's sister and that whole situation. What would Vark like to do while you guys have put down anchor here within Haven?
pretty much just paperwork. At least that's what I would call it. Um, in a sense, it is just consolidating all the notes he made, all the information we've gathered so far. When it comes to topics like the deep, what it is, its origin, everything we've now learned from our trip to the north and our visit to Orsus. Partially just to kind of have a clear document to look back on and say, okay, this is what we've been through, this is what we've learned, but also because my project, my thesis for the Society Quadratica is on the deep and the corruption. To have a precise, concise
Ray, if you could
history of its origin.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah.
Thank you. Continue.
Essentially, if not to already begin writing my, let's just call it thesis for the society, to at least have a detailed and organized set of notes and cliff notes on everything we've gathered on the deep.
Okay.
And I must admit, it's been so long for me personally that I've forgotten the name of the ancient civilization.
The Galvan Empire.
Thank you, the Galvan Empire, exactly, yeah. So, essentially writing down everything we've learned so far about the Galvan Empire, so that when it comes to writing my thesis about the deep, I can essentially maybe not start with that, but definitely bring it up. Like I will definitely write a document about the Galvan Empire to chronicle that part of history furthermore.
So you're doing a hefty 1-2 on both the deep and a heretofore scarcely documented ancient civilization.
Correct.
Excellent. So you're doing a reorganize your notes, and this will, unless otherwise stated, more or less take the better part of the day.
Well, absolutely.
And so he's going to take the time reorganizing his notes, reshuffling what he knows, connecting bits and pieces here and there, and yeah, doing an inventory, a mental one as well as an intellectual one and a physical one in terms of notes. Excellent. Okay. Cool. All right. It is okay. So we got Chico hawking goods on the island. You've got Mallory catching some rays. Karya is getting the ship crew whipped into shape. Kanabos is leading a school trip or a field trip, and Vark is doing some paper reorganizing and getting his thoughts straight. Flick and Siren are coming back from a run-in with some ruffians. A right rowdy bunch of rabble. Kanabos.
Yeah.
I am very sorry to impress this upon you. I promise I will keep this brief. I know you are not feeling well.
Yeah.
So, last we left off last session, you heard a kobold yelp in pain and what sounded like the sound of enamel hitting metal. Presumably, one of the digging kobolds has happened across something and hurt his hand or claw on something.
Oh Lord. I'll go over I'll try to do like a little whistle to get all the kobolds to stand still for a minute. I'll go over towards the one that let out the yelp.
Yeah, so you hear the one that hurt itself, muttering and snarling in low draconic. As at your whistle, the other kobolds kind of form a loose, almost tornado of tiny draconic bodies as they rabble and rally around you. Some looking afeared and some looking positively seething at what hurt one of the cult, what hurt one of the dragon's followers. And as you go over to the one that hurt itself, you see something peculiar poking up through the hole in the sand that the kobold has dug.
Do I have a good enough look at it, or do I need to roll a perception?
You don't. No, you got a pretty decent look at it. They got most of the sand out of the way before it seems they chipped a claw on whatever they hit, and whatever this thing is, it looks to be of strange construction. It looks like a diving helmet.
This shit again. I know what this is. I remember him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah! Wait, this is the robot from Triple Walk that we met in Haven.
Yep.
Oh, I remember.
It's diving helmet.
With
a little window with what looks to be a smiley face of sorts scratched into the stained glass. And as you look down at it,
Waggles.
You hear, "Hello."
Oh.
The voice has a tinny, almost echoey kind of note to it. This was the image I was feverishly looking for last session.
I see. How are you today?
I'm doing quite well. Though, if I could muster one complaint, it is that my motor capabilities are currently quite limited.
Would you like some help with?
I would be
enhancing
overjoyed.
Your moves. Okay.
Your friend there has already helped reveal part of my head, though the rest of my body is still buried within this sand.
More jerky rations if you help me dig this one out, and I point over to the diving helmet robot construct.
Some of them look uncertain as they look to you, and then they look back at each other and they're like, "Not enemy of the tribe?"
No, not enemy of the tribe.
And then bring back just screeches and says, "Rations for me!" And he starts just scooping large heaps of sand out with his elongated, emaciated claws. His ghoulish talons digging just a little bit deeper than the other kobolds as they rapidly dig at the sand around this individual, much like small dogs would dig a hole in the park. And before long, they've got an approximately 8-foot deep pit that is about like 14 feet across in the beach. And by the time his waist is freed, as it is what looks to be a whole person made out of a brassy metal and various pieces of stained glass, hauls itself out of the sand, shaking off grains, and every motion it makes more sand you hear crunch between the joints and then fall free. The figure also wrenches what looks to be a long pole staff of some sort out of the sand with it as it stands to full height. Not terribly tall by like human convention, but enough to about look you in the chin. As it now stands fully at attention, looks to you and says, "Thank you very much," and then looks down to the others and says, "And thanks to you, small friends. It is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance."
It was a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Do I know what he is? Because I'm having a slight academic background. Have I heard of anything like this before?
You've heard of attempts to create artificial life from otherwise non-organic materials. You've seen Chico do it. You've seen others attempt it with more sturdy materials. But you've never seen a diving suit given life.
Interesting. How long have you been stuck in the sand? And wait, did he introduce himself as Coral yet?
He has not. No, he actually was. He just took 2 steps towards you, and with a big, like thick gloved hand, extends it out towards you and says, "It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance."
Pleasure to make your acquaintance as well, and I will shake his hand.
He shakes it back. It's firm, a little bit robotic in how it moves. It goes up, down, lacking the smooth motor quality that a lot of others have. Though whether that's a artifact of his unique composition or just the sand between the joints crunching with every movement, you can't be totally certain. But the individual is dressed. You see somewhat moldy, rotten, what looks to be almost like a toga wrapped around its metallic body. What looks to be almost kind of like a turban, and that long pole staff it has, which is composed of some sort of shining black metal that hasn't seen any wear or tear. I am known as Coral. May I ask your name?
Conobus is my name, Mr. Coral. Might I ask, how long have you been submerged?
It's hard to tell. I lost count after the sand covered my head and I could no longer see the sky. But before that, and when I was washed here upon the beach, I believe it was something to the degree of a year and a half.
Any big historical events happen?
Unfortunately, not many were around for me to be able to ask them. And those few treasure hunters on the beach that did uncover my head tended to cover my face again shortly after I began speaking to them.
Well, that's unfortunate.
They were rather rude.
Yeah, I can imagine so. Anyways, what are you gonna do now that you're free?
I'm not sure. I came here on a research expedition. I'm here to learn.
What were you researching?
Here. I wandered across the seabed, and I found myself here. I wandered eastwards, as far east as I could go, as beyond the shores of my homeland. We did not know what existed, or if even anything did exist. I passed through some forests. After much trekking on the seabed, I came up. I passed through some forested and mountainous terrain, and then I continued. I happened across some merfolk who were rather nice, though they were wary of me. And then I happened across another group before a terrible creature picked me up off the seabed and then proceeded to bury me in the beach here.
What did it look like? And where are you from?
Oh, actually, let me double check something real quick. It resembled I suppose you would say, terrapin with a rather long neck, razored flippers, and last I saw also what resembled spines on its shelled back that could eject as it was being pursued by what I can only say is a larger predator resembling a massive serpent. And it used the spines to fire at the serpent and drive it off.
Does that sound like anything that I might know?
Give me a knowledge nature.
Oh, aneurysm time. And where is knowledge nature? There it is. And oh, that's not good. 19.
That sounds kind of like a plesiosaur, but most plesiosaurs don't have shelled backs and spines they can fire.
Yeah, that is weird. That's quite interesting. Maybe we can talk to someone else later, and they might know what that was. But you were saying about your homeland?
Just 1 second. I was actually. I should have brushed up on the name before I brought the character in. That's me. I'm dumb. Yes. We're still working on that. Our little collection of individuals. We're a democratic union of Aquaforged, but we refer to our old home as the Necropolis, the empire that once occupied the area we live. Fell to ruin some time ago, and we now occupy it instead of our creators.
Do I know of a necropolis?
No.
That fits.
This does not ring a bell to you. Maybe he's talking about like some ruin of the ancient Galvan Empire. Maybe, but this doesn't ring a bell to you.
Out of character, I think I know what he's talking about, but yeah, in character, no.
If it helps make some sense, I believe. I mentioned passing through a wooded and mountainous area. Yes.
There's a lot of those.
I believe it was quite occupied with many elves.
Are you talking about did they have giant wooden ships made of actual
quite large force. It was quite it was quite fascinating actually. We used to have forests like that back in areas close to our home before the necropolis fell.
Interesting. So, but yeah, that would be the Titan's Arm. That's quite a far stretch from here.
I believe that's the name they gave for it, though it was in a different language. I am doing my best to internalize the many languages of this side of this continent. But I'm from further west. Or at the very least, I believe I was west. No, don't always have perfect direction when you are traveling across the seablade. Unfortunately, you do not have stars or moons to navigate by.
Oh, the horror! Anyway.
Yes, unfortunately, when you're at the bottom of the ocean, you get used to not having any celestial objects to navigate by. But I made do. Magic does sometimes fill in the gaps.
It sure does. Anyway, so
yes, my mission here is to learn as much as I can about here, and then bring that back to our collective.
Well, are you looking to learn anything, or are you looking to learn
something
specific?
Everything.
Do you have a power source or anything like that, or do you just walk around and?
If you are asking how I fuel myself,
yeah.
I may embolden myself by consuming ambient magic as well as just magic from items if I so wish. But generally, my body functions just fine off of ambient magic and occasionally a little bit of seawater.
Well, would you like to see the world then?
Are you going to see the world?
I mean, yes. I mean, I have a ship here it's not my ship, but I'm on it, and I'm part of the. Technically, I guess I'm part of the crew.
I'd be quite chum to do that.
Yeah, we also have someone that has experience with making and maintaining people similar to you.
Interesting. I would like to meet this person.
Camera.
In fact, you so far have made a far more kind and generous offer than quite a few people I've run into as on my time in this continent. I must say, this has made for a very pleasant change of experience, especially after what I can only assume is years spent buried in the sand.
Yes,
I quite like
sounds
you.
like that. What do you say?
I said I quite like you. May we be friends?
I would not be opposed to that.
Excellent. Most excellent.
Anyways, would you like me to take you to them now so you can converse with them as well?
I'd quite like that, though. I notice your companions here are getting a bit restless as he will look down to the kobolds who are, again, now that you guys have kind of been just the two grown-ups caught in conversation, have now just proceeded to start digging other extremely large holes in the sand.
Oh, yes, these are my looks at the kobold. Looks at the kobolds. Friends, many children?
Oh my. I was aware that some of the smaller species could propagate quite quickly, but that is... Oh. Do they need to get the energy out?
That's why I was walking around with
Oh.
them until one of them found you.
Oh, well, that is quite fortuitous. Well, if you still need to see that duty through, we can still continue to perhaps stroll along the beach and discuss other matters and then return to your ship in time.
You know what? I would like that.
Most excellent. We can continue talking between the two of us.
Indeed. And then Cannabis will whistle again towards the kobolds and just have them start walking with him again in Coral.
Yeah, you two resume walking. The kobolds, again, still easily being distracted, but now a little more directed. And they've trailed along behind you, digging holes in the beach as you try to find a nice park or something. As you two chat, the kobolds straggle along behind you. And you talk about topics of interest, whatever comes up. Yes, excellent. You have met Coral. Again.
Yes, and I'm bringing him along. I'm going to try at least.
Excellent.
Here's DM.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have your attention in the simple past chat real quick?
Oh dear.
I just...
He takes...
When the question of something, I heard there was something said along the lines of reanimated diving suit immediately appeared in my mind.
I mean... But yes, you would, in your conversation with him, learn that his kind refer to themselves as Aquaforged.
And I take it I've never heard of anything.
Not in your
life.
But
this one in particular is John Ocean Man.
No, his name is Coral Eve.
I see.
You sure it's not John Coral?
I mean, it could be, but then he'd also potentially have some sort of armored core.
Coral.
Just watch out for when he starts glowing red.
Would he may probably have 5 armored cores? 5.
But by
Ha
the way,
ha
how
ha.
fast is he? Like, is he like a really slow robot? Like, is he?
He's not especially slow, but he's not quick either. You can tell he is heavy.
25 movement. I see him.
Yeah, basically. But yes, you have found the coral Eve. Yes, so
New friend unlocked.
New friend unlocked. Let's
Coral has joined the party.
let's recenter or like change perspective over to I'm gonna say Flick and Siren.
Mm-hmm.
So the two of you have broken away from the ruffians looking to give you a hard time. They drove the message home. Were they scary? Not especially. Is what they represent potentially scary? That's up to you. But what would your next move be? Would you rush to tell the rest of your group about this? Would you continue searching for information?
I think we should stalk them.
Right, you mentioned potentially wanting to like follow them back to wherever they came from.
That would actually be not a bad idea as long as we don't draw too much attention to ourselves somehow. Yeah, as long as we're careful.
Siren's actually going to turn to Flick and say, do you know, it might be wise to follow them back. Would help us keep a track on your sister's ship, perhaps. Should we disguise ourselves? Maybe there's like piratey clothes lying around. I don't particularly have a lot of access to illusion magic. I'm not like Chaiko.
Like looks back in the direction of the ship. I'm pretty sure I still have that one cloak from when we were passing through. What was it? The Papacy when we got jumped.
All right. Maybe one of us should go back and the others stay here just to keep an eye on them.
Well, we should probably get one for you too. I mean, it's bound to be something like that around here, like a potato sack or something.
Yeah. Well, Captain, do you want me to go fetch them?
Sure, I'll come with you.
All right then. Safety it is.
Yeah. No pressure. Yeah, no pressure. Stuff that one cloak in me, me footlocker or something.
Yeah.
On top of the, I don't know, 3 other cloaks I probably used to disguise myself by now. I don't know. It's been what, 2 years?
Think about that. We should come up with like alternate personalities too, like different names, and like we're part of a different crew, and we have like different stations and all that. Like you can't present yourself as a captain, or maybe you could. Maybe that's the story. Maybe you're Captain Swashbuckler or something. I don't know what name you want.
Something silly like
Flick
a red
proceeds
name.
to remove his hat and pull up his hood and say, "I have you covered." You need not fear a thing.
As you break out your best Shibaki accent.
Yeah.
Granted, this is plan B. This is if we get confronted.
Yeah. I think I might refer to myself as Swift Hawk.
Oh my god, is this Khajiit?
Yeah. Flick is engaging Khajiit mode.
Khajiit has coin of your wares. I'm a Khajiit merchant of good repute, yes. Yes, so you two
Anyways, let's grab ourselves some disguises.
You want to dip back to the ship.
He puts his hat back on.
You want to dip back to the ship, grab a quick disguise, and then try and make off after those guys.
Yes.
Give me, if I remember correctly. Nope, wrong page. Yes. Give me a disguise skill check.
Okay.
Disguise.
I don't even know what my disguise is at. I've never looked at that skill before.
I'm not particularly trained in disguise, but I will give it the old college try regardless.
Give it a try. Oh, hey, dead average, 10.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm looking at my modifier right now. Oh no.
Can Chaiko just kind of just watch it just
I
goes
rolled
down?
really good. I have a
That's
+2 to that skill, by the way.
21 from Skin. So, Flick, well,
Yes.
I'll get on you in a second, Chaco. Flick kind of like used to like donning and doffing different outfits and personalities and personas as he goes through his line of work. Um, is a little bit more like lax with this, and perhaps as a result, maybe he's kind of forgotten how to take it seriously. He's just kind of used to like hat off, hood up, and different person. Basically goes with that. He takes off. I'm gonna assume you take pains to hide your dragon hide arm
Yeah.
arm sleeve. You make sure your Drake Dirk is behind you in terms of where the hidden behind your back and your cloak. Um, but besides that, you don't make very many changes. Siren, on the other hand, not dressed in her armor, proceeds to raid one of the storerooms where some spare outfits are kept, and actually potentially goes a little bit overboard. Maybe not overboard, but she goes in full in on this. Maybe it's because she's especially enthusiastic about a chance to play dress up as a pirate. Um,
Yeah, she's putting like soot on her face and
hmm?
she's like making her hair look really short.
Among some of the stuff, you actually do find a disguise kit among the ship's inventory, or more to be specific, a makeup kit. You use a little bit of charcoal to smudge your face up. You make sure that the clothes you pull on aren't perfectly clean. You just got a loose blouse that would do well in the sun, a pair of leather kecks, a set of leather trousers, some nice boots that are tar stained. You even make sure to take some of the tar from the ship itself and rub it into your palms. You
Yeah,
go
she's gonna try and
full.
hide her ears and her feathers.
You can most certainly do that. You can get like a bandana and tie it around the top of your head and hide your ears and
Yeah,
feathers
yeah,
under that.
yeah.
And yeah, before that, before long, you look like an especially slender. I want to say like people could still pick you out. You're a fairly willowy woman, generally speaking. Um, so you would probably still strike people as being like an elf or a half elf. Um, but your hair, the hue, and the feathers are hidden, and as a result, uh, you simply resemble a elven deckhand of some sort.
Yeah.
As two
And
of
she's gonna
you,
turn around.
but
She's gonna turn around and look at Flick and go, "Well, what do you think? My name's Chris Peacock."
Did you just name your character Chris Peep Tough?
Do I look like a pirate?
I'd say you do. I mean, to be honest, this cloak it probably isn't necessarily hiding a whole lot. I mean, I just look like some bloke with a I don't know potato sack over him or something.
yes,
Yeah.
as the two of you now disguised up, get off the ship, and go back through the
Hmm.
town to try and relocate those hoodlums. Chico, you would
As
go ahead.
I was about to say, I don't know if we're necessarily planning on getting to like a scuffle while we're doing this. So Flick is,
Probably not.
Flick is gonna leave his rapier behind.
Ooh, bold choice.
It is a risky choice, but
Okay, but you've still
Like,
got
the
smaller
first
stuff. Yeah.
time.
yeah. He
Yeah.
also has his claws. Yeah, he has his claws that are on him at all times.
Khajiit is never unarmed.
21 unarmed damage. Yikes. If you know, you know.
Proceeds to fucking maul a man with no sword.
But yes,
Gouge their eyes
as you
out.
guys are passing through town, Chico, you would spot uh Flick coming back without his hat and with his cloak over him instead. A few changes here and there, but you recognize him. You recognize him by his fur pattern. You recognize him by his eyes. He's definitely far from the only catfolk on Haven. There are plenty that pass through here, but you know Flick by now, and you recognize him. What takes you a second to recognize is Siren, just behind him. It actually takes you a second to recognize her, but that's her. And for a second, you thought she was just one of the many deckhands on shore leave here. That is a pretty good disguise. Mostly because it keeps things sweet and simple and hits the little details that your eyes tend to catch. Yes, you see them strolling through. For some reason, they've decided to disguise themselves.
What's it called? I'm gonna call out to them, saying, "Hey, you two! You look like you two could use some weapons."
What are you
Meanwhile,
talking about?
meanwhile, I want this visual. My tone may sound friendly, but I'm staring dead at them, mostly at Flick.
Yes, the jovial sales tone does not reach her eyes.
It does not.
The sharpest tools are often on one's tongue.
I got 2 daggers. And she pulls out 2 daggers.
Tycho's gonna pause and stare for a moment and go, "All right, well, if you need a weapon for whatever you're doing, let me know."
Will do, friend.
She's gonna kind of like do like, the gesture that you do with your hand when you don't want someone else to listen. As she to Chico says, "I've also got magic. It's me, Siren."
It's like, I'm gonna roll something.
Chico's gonna put on a fake smile at this
Like
point.
just side eye, giving Siren the equestrian side eye.
There's a guy who Chico was kind of like, who was in the middle of browsing Chico's wares, is looking over like a basket hilted sword, looks over at Chico, looks over at the two who she beckoned over, looks at the intense stare that Chico is giving them, then looks back to Siren and Flick, slowly puts the sword he's inspecting down, goes, "I'm just gonna give you 3 some room."
Yes, we apologize for this.
Chico's gonna quickly turn and say, "You're buying that sword now."
Oh my. It's just like, okay, no, he's not quite pearl clutchy like that. It's like, but like this guy who otherwise looks like a fairly burly individual, with a scar on his cheek and a bandana on his head. It's just like, yes, ma'am. As he will fork over the gold for it, and goes like, well, I know I know who calls the shots between the 3 of you. Y'all have a fun. Y'all have a fun evening.
As he walks away, she'll do that fake smile and go, "Thank you for coming. Come back again." And immediately it fades as she turns back to the 2. "Listen, I don't know what you're doing, but Flick, take a weapon, act like you're giving me money, and get going. If you two don't make it back by the end of the night, I am tracking you two down and causing hell."
Foot just curls drapes back his cloak and just shows a Drake Stark is like, "What besides this one? I've also got this one." And I show a Heartseeker.
Just carry one so it looks like you have one.
Does Chico have any, say, short swords on her?
I'd say so.
Yeah, Flick will procure a short sword. Be like, yes, I shall take this one. This will serve me well.
What a lovely choice. Now, she'll put out her hand. Let's pretend.
Yes, for you, my friend.
Siren takes one of Chico's hands and kisses it. "My lady."
Chico's going to give her the most deadpan stare
God, I hate
I'm
the. God, I
expecting her to
hate.
into
slap
your
her.
soul.
Somewhere in the distance, and like on the porch of one of the bars here, like along the town, you hear someone calling, "Oh, they fucking!"
Chico is going to turn and do I want to launch a cantrip? Yeah, I want to. Hold on.
Just chucks a fireball at
Quick,
him.
give her your sword.
I don't remember. Is Jolt range or is it touch? Hold on.
I think it's like it's a very short
It's range. It's short range. I'm gonna shoot a jolt towards that person, like not at them, but like dirt near them or ground near them.
Yeah, a little snap of electricity. It's you're level 9 currently, so
Yeah.
that would be 5 times. That'd be 65 feet.
Ew.
Wait, no, it's 5.
Yeah, actually, yeah. No,
No, it'd
it'd
be
be
5
2
times
levels.
4. Sorry. So 20. So it'd be 25.
45.
45 feet. As a 45 snap of electricity shoots out from your finger and then turns a very small spot of glass just in front of that bar. A very small spot of sand in front of the bar to glass. Um, one of the hecklers from the bar porch jumps out of his seat and spills his beer at much to the guffawing of his friends around the table.
Next one won't miss.
Just like we go, you can't be doing that here. There's no fighting here, and then just a lot of hot bluster. Go on.
Oh no, that was it. And then I guess so turn back to pirate person and go. You spend enough time here. Get going. No, you spend enough time here. Get going.
Dinky smile and a 2-finger salute.
Thank you very much, friend. And he just gives a little curtsy.
Okay. As you bid goodbye to the mysterious weapon salesperson, you go to try and hunt down those individuals who accosted you.
Yeah.
I would like a perception from the both of you.
Mm-hmm.
How good is Flick's perception?
+10.
Okay, so I will give Flick guidance.
Hell yeah. Guidance is what again?
+1.
It's a +1.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just a cantrip.
Okay, give this a sec. Loading.
Loading.
28, so total 29.
Excellent. You catch.
I was gonna say, I was very tempted to come with them, but you know what? They're clowns. They're circus.
Fair. You catch
You're
the
damn right.
tail end of those individuals leaving. They're getting up from a table from a nearby, what looks to be one of the more divish bars, which is saying something here on Haven, because a lot of the place just is kind of slapped together out of a lot of driftwood. But they're getting up from a table, emptying their drinks, slapping some copper down on the table, and making their way on. Some of them look put out, others are laughing at each other. They're overall a little bit tipsy, and seem to be headed somewhere. It has also now been a few hours and is getting on into the evening. But you do see them, and you hang back. And I would like a stealth from the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
As you attempt to follow behind them without making a scene or drawing attention to yourselves.
Okay, +7 and untrained. Here we go. Pray for me.
The god of deception, Chico, prays for you.
Oh, you know what? If I cast Cat's Grace, which is a dexterity enhancement bonus, does that affect stealth?
Yes, it increases your bonus. Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
nat one.
that one.
Well,
Oh.
Thankfully,
Can
skills
we add a
don't
+2 to that?
skills don't auto fail because of nat
Okay.
ones. Thankfully, they also don't auto succeed because of crits. That said, an 8 is still not amazing.
yeah.
Yes, Cat's Grace would bump up your dexterity, and therefore, for every 2 points it increases dexterity, you get a +1 to any dex-related tasks.
Oh shit, fuck, but it's not available to clerics. I was wondering because I have some of those. There's like different spells that enhance
Mhm.
different skills, and I was like, why don't I have Cat's Grace? It's because it's not available for clerics, but never mind.
Yep. Usually
Damn
it's wizards who tend to cast that.
Yeah.
Or druids.
I just have the one for strength.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'll just do this
Well, I
roll
mean, that
here.
one still might. Well, that one still might be useful coming up.
Yeah, well, I don't think I have anything for stealth in particular to help with that, like at all. Anyway. I'll guidance myself.
21.
Oh.
So June is, or like Siren.
Should I just feign being an old man?
Siren is on a roll, it seems. She's in the zone when it comes to this particular infiltration mission.
Not Siren. Crisp Peacock.
Uh-huh. Chris Peacock is just your average everyday sailor girl, man.
Yeah.
Just one of the dudes, one of the guys. Strolling along the beach as you guys follow these individuals along. It seems like they're taking a turn. They're wandering down the beach. They're taking their time. They're talking about things. You hear a couple here and there, thanks to both your ears, your wind affinity, and just how loud they're talking through being halfway inebriated. Things here and there about like how the one who was especially talkative before, who lured you into the whole confrontation, he's gonna get his own ship one day. He's gonna be a pirate lord. He's gonna get in. Captain Valencia's good graces, and then one day, either they're gonna get married, or he's gonna stab her in the back. Could be both in either order, which gets a few rather uncouth and I want to say naughty chuckles from some of the ones from some of his friends. Others are just saying like, "Dude, you're suicidal. You're gonna get yourself killed." Long suffering. Some of them seem to have been friends for a while. Others just are co-workers from the sounds of things. Some of them like divert into little cliques. Then as the sun sets, unfortunately, this does result in one poor situation where, with the way that the sun is setting, it lowers, and that means it casts longer shadows. Flick does not see the long shadow that a pile of sand is casting over a very large hole in the beach, as he falls into an 8-foot pit in the sand.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
There, Siren or Chris, you only hear a. I'm assuming something along the lines of "Blimey!" before you hear a thump.
Ah! Yeah. It's more like a ah!
As there's a thump sound, and you don't see Flick.
What? Flick? Oh, sorry. I mean,
Swift Hawk.
friend.
Oh my goodness. Oh, my leg.
As you glance around, you hear him coming from down, but you notice out of the corner of your eye that the cry of alarm has drawn the attention of the people you were tailing. As they're looking back your way, some of them kind of squinting their eyes at you, others going, "What's going on back there?"
Does he sound like he's suffocating, or is he just like stuck?
He sounds pained.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hide and wait and see what happens.
If you lean down, You know what?
If I lean down,
That you said you were going to do what?
I said I was gonna hide and wait and see what happens. Like if they
Hide
maybe just go,
where?
oh, it's nothing. So we're like outside of a bar because these guys were in the bar, right?
You are currently on the beach.
Yeah, we're on the beach. We're on the sand.
Where a bunch of very deep holes have been dug by somebody. Or you think they're fairly deep, but they're shadowed over by the setting sun. And if you bend down, you squint, you think you can make out a very shadowed swift hawk at the bottom of one of those pits. But
Swift hawk? What do you mean, like a trap?
That's the code name.
No. It's Flick.
It's the code.
Oh, okay.
That's the code name he assumed.
I forgot that was him.
Now you have him down there. There are big piles of the sand that was dug up from the holes, but there's also those individuals there who are now looking back and they have seen you.
They've seen both of us, or just
no,
me? Because
Flick is down in a pit. He's not been seen.
Yeah,
they see you.
Yeah, he fell.
And you hear a "Oi, you!"
I'm just gonna look like I'm looking in the pit and go, "Blimey, my friend over here just got shot down a pit. Who the hell is digging holes over here? I'll help you up, buddy."
Help me up.
Some of them
I'm gonna
start.
try and help him up.
Please.
Some of
get, like-
the pirates begin to stagger over. Others are like, "Fucking shit." Some of them come over. One particularly big fearbowl guy, who's staggering and limping at the same time, comes over. He looks down. He squints. You swear he looks you dead in the eyes, Flick, as Siren, aka Chris, tries to lean down and help you out. The big guy goes, "Well, be fucked. There's someone down there. Someone dropped their kitty down a well."
Yeah.
"Hey, come here, little
that's not
kitty," as a
fun.
big meaty hand comes and grabs you by the back of your cloak and heaves you out and puts you down on the sand rather
damn.
ungracefully. But you are a cat man, so you land on your feet.
Yes. Under tidings on you, stranger.
Nothing, friend, as he slaps you across the back.
Oh.
The particularly mouthy one from before, he ambles up and he goes, "You two, you look familiar. You're new ones on the crew, aren't you? What the fuck you lagging back here for? Come on, we're going drinking."
Oh, thank you.
About time you got a proper introduction.
Come on, you
My
freshies,
friend here and I.
we should be getting your names and everything. You need to be part of the crew. Come on. Oh, the new recruits always lagging
yes,
behind.
names. I am Swifthawk.
I'm Chris Peacock.
You cousins?
Nah, we're more like friends. We known each other since we were in the orphanage together, long time buddies.
Yes, having to take up a life of mercantile is it has gotten me far, though not as far as I would hope.
When the mercantile folks, says a hobgoblin off to the side. We see them a lot around here. And the purported leader of the group, it seems, the one who wants to be a pirate lord, says, "As a matter of fact, well, you guys need somebody to, someone a bit more learned to balance the ledgers with all the loot we're going to be getting in the future. So you're brothers in arms, are you? You're right.
Of a sort,
You're
yes.
a proper pair of hawks. Cocks. Yeah, we'll call you the Koch twins.
Yeah, I'd say so. Looks
I
at
believe
Flick.
it is the pointy ears.
As we got a, like a few of the group are just kind of like, why are we still here? Let's get going. Either we're going to be drinking more, or we're going to go back to the drink and we're the ship and we're going to drink there. Some are getting impatient. Others are snickering to themselves about penis jokes, and a few others are actually looking to you guys and patting Swift Hawk down to get the sand out of his robe, out of his cloak. Others are coming up. One wraps like a big, muscular, sweaty arm around you, Chris, and they, as a group, they begin to like some of them take others like arm in arm, others arm over shoulder, others have to carry others further, as they begin to only somewhat forcefully drag you towards the ship. Now then, we've got a rich night ahead of ourselves of rum, grog, probably a bit more rum. One of them fruity drinks that we had back at the bar, that was quite nice.
That sounds fantastic.
Not quite fantastic. I could use another drink.
As one of the men who's just like the guy with a big like sweaty arm, who probably hasn't taken a bath in something like a month, kind of like he's got you pulled in close, Chris and Swift, as he's starts to sing some sort of slurred shanty that he can't quite keep straight, swaying back and forth as he drags you two along the beach. And then at one point his head lolls to the side and he stops singing for a second, gives a very unfocused look towards you, Chris. He goes, "You smell kind of funny."
What do I smell like?
Captain, this one smells like flowers.
Oh yeah, since I'm new on the crew, I was trying to, kind of freshen up a bit since I was gonna meet the captain and all that. I'm trying to impress her.
Yes. He's told me about this. A very rich perfume he has.
Turns like with it,
Yeah.
the leader turns around and goes, "Now you should know it better than anybody that hygiene is entirely optional on the open sea. But I like your initiative."
Oh. Yeah, since I'm new and all that. I didn't know it was optional though. I'll keep that in mind.
Well, you'll find that showers and such are not very plentiful on the ship. Water's limited. Soap's even more limited unless you're rich. Or you steal it from some perfume merchant. You're a perfume merchant, are you, Swift?
Looks at Flick.
Gives you one gives you a sort of like lazy stare, like one eye squinting very tightly shut. He asked if you were a perfume merchant.
Not strictly. I sell many different things. Various knickknacks. I'm very flexible like that.
He retracts his getting up in your business as he leans back and goes, well, that's a shame. I would have liked to douse the whole crew in rose water on occasion. We'll have to see what we can nick off somebody.
I've been on a couple of ships here and there. Yes, the smell can permeate quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, speaking of permeating smells and unpleasant things, as you guys are coming up a dock, welcome to home, sweet home, as he motions to... It is a ship. It is a boat. It is most certainly a ship/boat. Impressive? No, maybe you're spoiled by the Dawn Treader. being big and state of the art and outfitted with literally every amenity you could want on the open ocean. In comparison to the Dawn Treader, this thing's a skip.
It's one of the ships of all time.
Very much so. It is skip as in like the ship class.
Yeah.
Though I believe in some cases I believe I don't think skip is no a skipper no skips are the those containers you put fucking cargo or trash in. Both skip. Yeah. This is now you're fairly sure that on this beach or on this dock right now with you is more or less the full crew.
How many heads?
Roughly about 20.
Right,
no, sloop. That would be it. Although in this case,
yeah,
it's less a sloop because sloops are quite tiny. More like a schooner. Which
gotcha.
Is not, or a schooner, I suppose. Not massive, and certainly not the kind of ship a feared pirate captain would want as his flagship.
Yeah, these guys are definitely underlings.
Yeah. So yeah, you got more or less what is kind of a schooner, where the pretty much the whole head count of the crew, because you don't see anybody on the boat, even in the fading light of the setting sun. As they guide you across the plank, rather trepidatiously, as some of them stagger up. Others, like the second their feet hit the gangplank, they're up it like nobody's business. Just being drunk seems to have given them more coordination on a swaying ship than it does on even ground. Some of them scarper up. Others actually fall off the side of the gangplank, have to be fished out of the water and then guided back onto the ship. Motley bunch, definitely. But eventually everybody's on the ship, and then they're breaking out a big brown glass bottle with what you're fairly sure is a faded skull on the label, and tapping or opening up the spigot on an old looking barrel of something frothy that they empty into mugs. On top of that, they break out what is basically just a pack of hardtack to go along with it as a sort of drinking snack. Yeah. And then they set up around a large table, or more accurately, a spool for ship rope, that they all park themselves around, or they sit on the banisters. And then in a scene more reminiscent of a frat than of what you recognize from being a professionally run outfit of pirates, the way you know it, Flick, proceed to sit around, shoot the shit, and drink bad alcohol. And you guys get pulled into it. You are pretty much the second you're on the ship and the second you're pulled into it, zero scrutiny is put on you, and you kind of feel like one of the guys. It's up to you whether or not you feel like you're getting yourself swept away in it. But the second you guys are there, you're given a seat to park your ass in. You're asked all kinds of questions by some of the folks who have been around for longer about these fresh new faces, where you're from, what you're best at, what you offer the crew. But also, like, some of them ask you about what are some of your hobbies? What got you into this life? Do you have a father who hates you too? So, yeah, pretty much immediately you're just like one of the bros. as over mugs of lukewarm, frothy grog, you begin to hear these guys trade life stories, inside jokes, jobs and failures that they've all been in on, embarrassing stories about one another, about how one guy, what do you call it? He, I'm trying to improvise something, but I don't come to the top of my head. Complete failure of improv. How about that? Moving on.
It happens to us all.
Yeah, brain fart. Yes. Just
brain farts
insert
happen, don't
insert
worry.
imagination here.
Yeah. Flick for his part is probably spinning some yarn about how he was an orphan turned fledgling, basically journeyman fencer by another kind of small time crew led by another pirate out of the Titan's Arm, probably a name of I don't know, Ondo Honaka, something like that.
Certainly nothing so ostentatious as like Redmayne or something.
Yeah. Basically working as like a a dealer of various goods that he then funnels the money back to.
Gotcha. Okay. See,
And Chris
discover story.
is like yes manning. What I keep forgetting. What is it? Swift Hawk.
Swift Hawk, yes.
Yeah, Chris is like
Yeah,
yes manning.
he's Tony Hawk.
I see. Where he's just being like, yeah, I didn't have any friends or family. I felt lost, and then I met Swift Hawk, and like we're both orphans, but we came from different orphanages, and then I just went along with him, and is like making sure that we go on adventures together and are successful together and all that.
He's my bodyguard. He's very good at what he does.
Oh, damn right.
Just
and also I'll be right back.
Okay.
I just gotta grab some food real quick.
It's just like the big sweaty guy who's been like basically gluing himself to you, Chris. He's like, man, Chris, I wish I could be like you. You're a man's man. You're a real guy. You're a pal we can all aspire to be like. Everybody needs a brother like that they could rely on.
Oh, come on now. You flatter me. Those words are too kind to someone like me. We should be more like you. Brotherly, big and strong. Man, if I had you the rest of my life, there's a lot of suffering I wouldn't have had to go through. Thankfully, I had my brother here with me. But damn, it could have been the three of us,
Oh, you're too kind. You're gonna make me blush. As we got the fearball from earlier is currently sipping on what almost look like a thimble of rum in his hand as he nods along to this somberly. You see him almost shed a manly tear of sympathy at the brotherhood on display here.
What's the name of the sweaty guy that's like glued himself to Chris? What is he?
He goes by the name of John.
John. And is he also a furbolg or a different?
Now, this guy seems like a fairly burly human.
I swear to God,
John the human.
It's gonna suck when we eventually have to like betray these people, or you two have to betray these people and be like,
That's
we're not actually.
For his name, because it's more impactful and emotional.
When you stab him, not in the back, but the front.
Right in the groin, right in the crispy cock.
I stab him in the balls.
You know, I really should let you guys borrow my funny ring.
We blow up the ship.
Can you retcon that? Can you retcon?
Crispy, why would you do this
That would
to
have
us,
been
Crispy?
so funny.
They call me Crispy for a reason.
Oh
my God.
My companions, I have but one more parting gift before we leave. A quick bit of advice, if you will.
Sorry, is this?
Might want to duck, mate.
God. Yes.
Hate the dick, mate.
As God. Yes, the swift but inevitable betrayal. Yes. Also, Grim, I know this is a bit late to the question, but a Warforged wrapped in lead foil would probably just be a hole in any sort of divination spell. unless it's targeted, in which case it would just fail. Depending. Light just makes it more difficult, or does it make it straight up impossible? I forget. Depends on the spell. Anyway, as the individuals here around you, this crew, the man who considers himself the leader, the potential pirate lord, says, "Well, once we've got enough money together, we've got a bigger ship, and we've surrounded ourselves with crew folk. Right, proper men. We'll never have to worry about any of that again. We'll be surrounded by brothers. We'll all have what we've wanted in life and what we deserve got, and we've got coming to us that we're owed. And when that happens, and I'm up there on one of the pirate thrones, we could look back on this and think, it's one of the best decisions in our life we've ever made."
Looking to score big, are you?
Doesn't everybody who makes it on tries to make it out on the ocean? We've a ragtag group of friends here. You would have heard this in the pitch earlier, but we handed out pamphlets and everything. Yeah, we're a motley group. We get together, we seek fortune, and one day be a proper crew, a proper ship. One of those days, I'll have one of those fancy tricorns like that Punsy cat folk had before. The one that the cat the one that God, I forgot her name again. I just said it like 10 minutes ago. The one that Captain Valencia's got on her shit list. Once we've stepped over those, we've made our way up. We've gotten good with the higher ups. Got respect. We've got money. Then we can make it big and stake our claim.
A tricorn is certainly a symbol of status. I would not be surprised if you were to say dethrone someone else and perhaps take theirs.
That's an idea. Shitting quite big. Not sure if we got the guts quite yet to start killing any proper captains, but for the time being, we'll make do with smaller merchant ships. We'll make our way. We'll get there eventually. Just gotta bide our time a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and you said that cat guy, whatever the hell, was on her shit list. Why? What'd he do? You know, if I come across him, I want to know how he wronged her so I can slit his
Oh.
throat in the right way.
You don't know?
Yes, there's some sort of story here I'm sensing.
Oh well. Posters have
Spill the tea.
posters have a couple of names for him. Posters have a couple of names for him now. They're calling him the Marooned Ghost. Others are calling him the Cat with 9 Lives. Though unfortunately, there's a few cat folk out there that title is unfortunate, causes confusion. Others are calling him the Drowned Tabby. Such things like that. But that cat, that poor soggy cat, is Captain Mondragon's strange adopted brother. From the rumors, he used to be part of one of the older crews before they went the way of the dodo.
Oh shit! Yeah, I was gonna say if they're like family, you'd think they stick together like my brother and I.
Well, apparently he did something completely unforgivable to the point where they did something that you usually don't do to even to some of your worst crewmates, and they just marooned him, left him to die on an island. Supposedly, rumors say he tried to make off with the treasure after the whole crew went through the hassle of getting it. Tried to make off with a lion's share. Some say he tried to kill.
That's a shit face right there.
Yeah, well, some folks are like that. Well, I won't lie. Jobs are all about greed, but usually you acknowledge that everybody put in a bit of work to make the whole thing possible. But he tried to talk the crew, cut her out of the deal, potentially try to cut his way out of the whole situation, but sense prevailed, and they all left the island without him, treasure in tow.
I
So
guess that's what he deserved then.
yeah, now he's back. So as the story goes, he's supposed to be dead, and she wants that whole mistake corrected. She
Mm.
wants him gone.
So if we see this guy, we kill him on sight.
I'll be
Such
careful.
tragedy cannot be tolerated.
That's it, exactly. Honor among thieves. Like, steal and lie to all the rich folk and to the merchants and such, but what's most important is the brotherhood between us. Because if there's anything we have, it's each other here at the bottom of the barrel. That's why we're all brothers here on this ship. But he apparently either didn't get the memo, or he forgot after racing his way to the top. Favorite of one of the old pirate lords, apparently. He was shoe-in to be captain. And then he went and ruined a good thing. He,
That's a damn shame.
yeah.
Like screaming internally.
She's so yeah,
Seriously
the
screaming internally.
bastards. But don't go running after the bastard. He's dangerous. We try to tell him to get lost. We were also kind of hoping he'd take a swing at us first. 20 against 1. Usually odds are pretty damn good. Most folks struggle to go against 2 or 3 people. And if he's swaying forward first, we could retaliate, and well, that works here. Neutral ground, but if you attack somebody else, they're within the right to kill you back, assuming somebody else doesn't intervene. But he's dangerous. Some say he's shacked up with a whole group of damn near demons. Apparently, they also trailing some sort of terrible curse along with them, twists everything they touch. One of them's some sort of demon summoner. One's a man from the blackest pits of hell. One's got
to think someone would sell their soul to such fiends.
Quite. Now, one's apparently some sort of cultist to some sort of strange god that no one's ever heard of, but yeah, that one's scary. Some say she's some sort of cultist to an outer god that's twists the light of the moon. And one's an actual fucking dragon, and has a proper dragon with it.
Oh shit!
And there's one that just channels the very storm itself, which, being somebody that spends quite a bit of time on the ocean, that one's honestly one of the scarier ones. Honestly, in comparison to the rest, this Flick fellow, he's downright mundane. But to hear the stories and to have met the man in person, you'd mistake him for a one-man army. He cuts his way through normal people like a normal person cuts through butter.
Even but a simple butcher's knife is an efficient tool.
Yeah, well, they say the one that the blade that kills you is the one you don't see. But yeah, even on his own, make sure you bring friends. But if he's got his crew with him, don't touch that. That's devil's work right there. That's cursed. You'll die from something worse.
A frightening proposition.
Yeah, I don't want to go near them weirdos.
We'll stay on the we'll stay to the small stuff. We were kind of hoping he would just turn himself over when he heard that one of the pirate lords wanted him, and hopefully at least somebody would be big enough to scare him. If you think we're dumb enough to go after them and try and take them in, oh wow, no, we are not ready for that.
And what about? Because since we're coming into this, my brother and I've been hearing a lot of stories about different pirate lords and this captain and that captain. Hey, I heard this guy, what is
You don't know. You
Barafucius?
don't know Barafucius.
I mean, I heard of him, but I don't know him,
That
honestly.
man's king of the pirates at the moment. That he reigns high supreme
I hear,
over the rest.
I hear, compared to all other pirate captains, he is the biggest of the white sharks. If all other pirate captains are sharks, he is the biggest of them. Apex predator.
Man's a bloody megalodon in comparison. He's got
Really?
treasury that will put countries to shame. He's got a whole army of privateers and pirates at his beck and call. Some out of fear, some out of respect. Most of them both. Man's got a blade at his side that can cleave through hardened steel.
Wow. So
And-
he's like the big honcho. He's everybody's boss.
And those who don't accept him as a boss when he comes knocking, they don't stay in the business. Rumor is Captain Valencia sought him out, which I'll admit that woman that woman's got bigger nuts than I do. She's got a bigger pair than I think all of us combined. Going right up to Barafucius and asking to work, not for him, but with him. And people can't tell, but some people think he took the offer. And it's plain as day to most.
A
If she gets-
partnership instead of vassaldom.
So it sounds.
Interesting.
The worst part is, writing's clear on the wall. It's clear as day. If she gets the opportunity, she's going to try and take that throne out from under him. And some folks don't know if they want to throw in with her because they want to change the regime, or they're scared that if they do throw in with her, they'll all die with her.
This is a bold move. Not something I would necessarily think she would even want.
Well, I don't know, but I don't know for that. I don't know Captain Mondragon. Best I know is about the story of what she's been up to on the ocean. But Barafucius, that man's a monster. I hear the stories about him. Some ships he doesn't even take them in for bounty or scrap. Sometimes he'll just out of spite sink whole merchant vessels with their cargo on board. Won't take a single thing just to send a message because he can. He'll sink the whole ship. He'll gut everybody on board and leave them for the crows, the seagulls. He's something else. Nobody can touch him. Anybody that gets close to him, it's always because he allows it. And now we're hearing stories about how he's gathering an army. He's preparing for something, and nobody's heard peep out of him for the last 3 months. That man is bad news. We're still hunting around these waters because they're plentiful. But the second we hear Barafucius is moving back into these waters, we're heading straight south. We're holding up in Wooltide, or go straight shot west as far as we can. Don't care if we hit the Mirror Sea. Dying of thirst sounds better than being caught up in that man's schemes.
Any rumors what it might be?
Nobody knows. You can only assume he only told his first mate or anybody he trusts, and well, everybody knows Barafucius don't trust nobody. That man hands out
Airtight sounds.
Man hands out trust like he does gold. Never. Unless he absolutely has to.
Well, I guess that's how you got to the top, huh?
Huh?
Hence why Captain Mondragon is taking a big risk with this. Her facing down Barafucius is like a man with only his underwear on, going up against a red dragon with only his fist.
That's not wrong. But they're playing nice for now. And for the time being, she's part of that army he's gathering. And with her joining him, that is a formidable fleet he's building. Well, we're not gonna be part of that. We'll cut ties and run long before that happens.
Yeah. Oh, what's the army even for anyway?
You're
Go
very
on war or something?
you're very muffled.
Oh,
Yeah. She
I sound better
switched to
now.
phone.
Yeah. I'm also like stuffed up. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you kind of okay.
I'll try and talk more louder, clearer. Hold on.
I was just going to say, just don't use your earbuds. I think that the mic on the earbuds is bad.
There, is this sound better?
Much better.
Yes.
I'll just use the phone speaker then. But Chris asked, so what's the army even for? Is he like going to war or something?
Nobody knows. He's not told anybody.
Like I mentioned before, it is airtight. Very little rumors.
It's whatever he's got. It's got to be ambitious. It's his style, but it's also, it's exactly his style to get people in on, well, the press gang a bunch of people into something and then not tell them what it is until the last moment. Nobody knows what he's up to. Everybody just knows that it's whatever it is, it's going to be a doozy. And probably it's going to leave a lot of people dead.
Indeed.
We don't want to be part of that. I quite fancy being alive. I'm not going to become a pirate lord if I'm dead.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
Well. Anyway, enough about the depressing topics. Well, we love a bit of gossip. But, even then, we'd have a good time.
yeah. And you know, I just gotta ask since hold on, I'm having a hard time focusing.
Good.
Y'all got like a latrine or a bathroom around here? You know, we've been drinking for a while now, and I'm starting to feel it catch up in me.
No, well, if you got a piss, you can piss off the side. We do have a we do have a bucket on the back of the ship.
All right. So
You will also
I guess
notice.
Chris.
You also notice, somewhere partway through the whole talk about rumors, a few, if not about half the crew, have dozed off in a drunken sleep.
Okay.
They passed out.
Okay. Well, that makes things a lot easier. But Chris is going to go look for a bucket at the back of the ship or like a storeroom, empty room, a porthole or something. Anything at the back of the ship where there is like no one there.
Well, it is a schooner, so it is. It's not a ship with any sort of below deck.
Okay, it's just one level.
It's just one level. That's it. There's we call it. You didn't go below deck or anything. There's no real portholes. There is the cabin where
okay.
that is more or less just a little shack on the boat, and the rest is just the deck.
Hmm. Yeah, so you know what? That makes things a little harder, but I can still get around it. Chris is gonna go to the back and like grab his stomach, right, and be like, oh, I don't feel so good. And then like kind of throw himself, not off of the ship, obviously, but just throw his like upper half off the ship, and then take one of his daggers and carve in a little penis, like a little dick on the ship. And this is going to come into play later because at the same time, Siren is going to cast a glyph of warding on this symbol carved into the ship and set some conditions for it to go off.
Cool. So you've set a glyph of warding. Do you have the diamond dust for that?
Oh fuck. You know, I think because she was preparing for the worst, she would have brought her components with her.
Okay.
And I think I still have, what is it, like 500
Yeah.
gold's worth of diamond dust for glyph awarding?
Yeah. You may then
I,
take. You may
I think I have
subtract
2 of
two.
those.
You may subtract 200 from that total.
Okay. Minus 200.
As you bring up the little pouch of diamond dust, rub it into the scratch, and then cast the spell. You rub it into
Yeah, and
the penis graffiti, and
yes.
enchant it with
Yeah,
Towards like,
what
the tip of it.
towards the tip of it. Yes. What is the condition?
That's-
And
yeah,
what is the effect?
So the effect is it's set to fire because of the elemental damage, right?
Mhm.
I've set it to fire damage. And the condition for it to go off is a password spoken by the caster. So whenever I say the word Chimko, it's
Okay.
supposed to go off.
Okay. So now you are overboard. Or sorry, did you like flop over the side of the railing, or did you actually like drop off the side?
I'm not like fully overboard. I just like dropped. I guess I'm kind of carving this upside down into the ship because I'm supposed to like I'm pretending that I'm like vomiting off of
You
the ship because I
folded
drank
yourself
so
over
much.
the side of the boat, and then proceeded to scratch this glyph into the side.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
about to say while this is going on, Flick is going to keep the other 2 orcs still awake, occupied with a bit of like side chatter.
Okay.
Yeah, talking about his fencing business and
Mhm.
and how it's not making nearly as much money as he hoped it would, but he's hoping to find some better contacts over in Wotide.
Okay. Give me a diplomacy real quick.
Will do.
Oh, I could have hit you with enhanced diplomacy before I left.
Nope.
I have
Oh,
a
well.
plus 11.
Oh wow.
Also, again, I don't think you can cast that very quietly. You would walk and go habada, blah, 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 smack.
You
I
do
don't
the,
know
you,
that
you would you
yeah.
would you would do the divine Macarena and then go vomit.
Yeah.
Everyone around.
I was just gonna slap him on the back and cast it like that, but I guess if it's verbal, then I can't really do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, let me give it a whirl.
The divine Macarena.
23.
It's verbal and somatic, which means you have to do.
Okay.
Well, you need to do casting motions as well as saying the right words. So for a
I
23,
wouldn't be able to do it.
you cannot do that subtly without some sort of meta magic change or some class features for it.
Yeah.
So with a 23 diplomacy, you go on and on about your mercantile business, how you want to expand in Wotide, and ever so slowly, even the captain of the ship, slowly you see his eyes drift further and further and further downwards until they shut, and soon you are surrounded by 20 snoring drunken sailormen.
Yeah, I agree. Business can be boring.
Once I'm done with the glyph of warding, I'm gonna go back and find Swift Hawk.
Mm-hmm. It's just the
and I guess also
two of you now
and
ever so slightly tipsy from whatever drinks you accepted, and maybe sipped at, maybe pretended to.
Yeah.
Now stand among 20 drunken louts, all asleep, sitting, standing up, leaning against the rail.
yeah, I wasn't trying to drink as much as them, but I'd go look for Swift Hawk and say, I telepathically then in his head, in Flick's head, Siren would say, "Should we take this as a opportunity to leave?"
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah, see if we go as much as we can.
Yeah,
Feels like a bit of a
so
feels like a bit of a retread, but at least we know these guys are well, they're definitely in the biz.
yeah, and they don't seem very loyal to their captain either. Regardless, I've trapped the ship, so if we need
Oh,
that,
thank goodness.
just in case.
What'd you put on it?
A little bit of fire, but it's not gone off yet. If I speak a certain password, it will
I was gonna wait for you to
Just
say
in case,
Chimko.
you
I
know.
was waiting for you to say it.
More.
Oh.
And she says it. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Wait.
Hmm.
That would've been
If I
funny.
say the word Chimco, it will blow. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And then just like the 24 countdown. Beep, beep, boom.
Yeah. Get off the ship! Run!
Action hero jump. No, but yes.
Bomb armed.
So yes. You I assume then pick yourselves up and start heading back to the ship. It is now nighttime.
And
Yeah.
now's the time that we make our leave. Yeah, I reply back telepathically.
All right. In the dark of night, we disguise ourselves with darkness and leave.
Yes.
As you two slip away, ever shall the ship remember Chris P. Cock and Mike. I was about to say Mike Hawk.
Swift.
My
But,
God.
that was
Oh my God, that would have been so
I
good.
should have.
that was me for a second.
I
I've realized that a minute ago when it popped in my head, like because there's a crossover between Mike the Liar and Swift Hawk, and it's perfect. It's Mike.
I should have called myself Tawny Hawk.
Oh, I mean, huh?
That would be an. You'd have to.
Next
You would have
time.
to. You would have to adopt
next time it will be Swift Hawk's brother, Tawny Hawk.
You have to assume a Haven accent if you do that.
Yeah.
Also,
Dude.
dear DM,
Hey, what's up, dude?
I'm sorry for inflicting the case of disguises upon our group. Alternate identities, my beloved.
You also more or less made yourself synonymous with explosions.
Hey, I didn't do that.
You didn't? You mean when you were off the side of the ship and blew yourself up?
Okay, maybe I did.
You did.
Tycho's
Yes.
now associated with
That one wasn't on purpose.
So
Tycho's now associated with water, not doing good in water, and exploding.
The water one makes
Yeah.
sense.
Water.
That one, I hated the water one, but you know what? Fair enough.
water,
The fire one, now that one,
water, fire.
earth.
Likes fire, hates water.
But yes,
know.
you two return to the ship. By this point, Chico has returned after a fruitful day of sales. Mallory looks like he's gotten a bit of a tan. Vark looks to be putting away sheafs upon sheafs and folders of notes. Probably at some points having to have refilled his ink vial at least 2 occasions. Karya is, I want to say he's worked up a good sweat, both drilling and just running up and down the ship, seeing to things.
Oh wait, I just thought of this. We didn't steal anything from their ship.
You didn't. No.
Damn it.
God.
I was about to say we didn't really need to because they didn't seem like they had much to take.
Yeah, honestly, they weren't as equipped. I don't even really believe if that's actually like sister ship because it seemed a lot dinkier than I was expecting. I was
no, it
expecting
definitely
something like
wasn't.
ours.
They
no, it
definitely
definitely
struck you
wasn't.
guys as more like a group of hopefuls hoping to work their way up the ranks than actually people that work directly for Valencia. You think,
Yeah.
Flick,
Okay, I see.
Flick, for a matter of fact, would know she would be embarrassed to work with guys like that.
Oh my,
Yeah,
no,
thinking
no,
about it
they would
that
be,
way.
they would be cannon fodder if anything.
Oh yeah, she
Okay,
she
but
could not wait for
thinking
them
about
to
it
die.
that way. Okay, so either she sent them, or they just found out that her brother Flick was still alive.
She put out
and
a
are
bounty.
just going to go tell. Oh, she put out a bounty. Never mind.
She put out a bounty, but they're like, let's go get this guy. We're 20 people versus 1, but he's also dangerous, and we're on neutral territory. Like, it's too risky unless we try and rile him up first. And he didn't get riled up.
There's a literal priestess like walking right with them.
Yeah,
The
a
the
cultist
the
according to
freaky
them.
moon cultist. Yes.
I'm not a
He could literally,
cultist.
Flick to them is trucking with like literally like people who can call down the wrath of elder gods on a whim.
You are globetrotting with, to a lot of people, a group of fucking demons.
We're not demon. I'm not a cultist. I'm a woman of the cloth.
You should work on your PR.
Quick question.
Listen,
What?
Flick himself is not a demon, but he is a very deviled man with a silver tongue.
Quick
Yes.
question. What did they think about Chaiko again? Because I know
Uh,
Dragon Man Karya.
that she could channel the very power of the storm that normally is so lethal on the
I was the
ocean.
storm one.
Yes.
She was the storm lord.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, coming back.
If they had been more
Chris-
sober, they would have also gone into detail about how she is apparently a woman of many faces, a doppelganger, shedding one face and adopting another. She could be anyone. She could be me. She could be you. She could be in this very room.
Beat stab.
You fucking knew it.
room.
But yes, Varka's got his notes together. Mallory's got a 10. Siren and Flick are coming back.
As we come back, as I'm still disguised as Chris Peacock, can I go up behind Karya, smack him on the ass, and go, "Well, hello there, handsome."
Punch. No.
Well, here's the thing.
Please, it's me, Siren.
Sense motive from Karya.
Oh,
I can do that.
Do it.
As it happens, Flick is just like, Crockett, calm down.
Okay, my sheet won't load.
She gets tackled to the deck and strangled, and she goes for a second, wow, this is different when he's doing it on purpose.
It's different when he's doing it on purpose.
An 8 on the sense motive. That is not great. Karya, some Yahoo, some fucking twink of a boy has come up, slapped you on the ass, and in a very like plains accent said, how you doing? You don't recognize this guy from, you've just spent the entire day with the whole crew. This Yahoo who you don't recognize, covered in tar and soot and smelling of cheap liquor, has come up onto your ship with no warning, and somehow nobody has noticed, and slapped you across the ass.
I love my wife. Get away from me. Don't touch me. No, I'm kidding.
Fucking brings around. That's a crit on the fucking great sword. Yeah.
Are you serious?
I have never
Nat 20 with a 47 to confirm.
Life. How the fuck
Can
did
I
I
say
even
I was
get that,
holding
actually?
spell?
Flick immediately running up
Roll
like,
damage.
Karya, bloody hell, man, calm down.
Roll damage.
Just swipes her right over
Chai-
her head.
Roll damage.
Chaiko
Roll
on
damage.
the boat.
Oh no.
You know,
Actually not.
Isn't Karya supposed to be the guy that's like, no violence?
I don't like killing people. Swings giant
don't
fucking
like killing
sword that turns
people.
people into powder.
It was a joke.
I don't like killing
missed.
people, but I really
aimed
like
above
killing
her
people.
head.
Roll the damage.
Okay, I did actually.
You have the giant
Maybe
fucking thunderclap sword. A 53 for the crit.
Swing it above her head.
So,
That's non-lethal damage.
oh sure, yeah, non-lethal. Okay. Mhm.
Wow.
Right.
Wait,
I
how much
wasn't
did he
actually being
actually? I was
serious.
gonna say, how much did he roll? Because my AC is higher than 20, but I'm not wearing
You
armor,
rolled
so
a
no, it's not.
49.
I
No,
also got
for
a nat
to
20.
hit.
A
Yeah,
But it doesn't
49.
matter 'cause I'm not wearing armor.
I rolled a 49.
To hit?
Yes.
yeah.
I got a nat 20.
And who sanctioned this? Who allowed this?
His
Listen to the DM.
giant fucking biceps.
The giant bite. Also, again, I was mainly joking. This was mainly a joke. Just a swipe over her head.
Mm-hmm.
Who
And then he rolled a
allowed
nat
this?
20. So The thing is,
Yeah,
this is a
as
swipe
Flick,
over. This is a swipe over the head of somebody with the giant fucking thunderclap sword lance.
Yeah.
So it's never quite just a grazing near miss with this fucking thing.
He takes the bandana off.
As you proceed to combat instincts flaring, nose full of the smell of cheap alcohol, as this complete stranger has smacked you across the ass in a way that is faintly familiar. As you then go for a full home run swing, Siren barely ducks out of the way just in time as you redirect to go over his head, because you're not trying to kill this guy, but maybe you're trying to subdue him. As she goes to duck, you swing for the fences to knock out this intruder and proceed to catch him. Now we realize her, as the bandana comes off from the quick dodge. You see feathers spring free, and that same bright hair, only just in time for the flat of your giant fucking weapon to catch her dead in the forehead with a resounding gong-like clang.
Hey.
It's not lethal,
left
but congratulations, you have a concussion.
Left 4 Dead 2 pan sound effect.
Pong.
My bad.
But yes. I was very tempted to just leave that completely like, yeah, no, totally. You stop you stop just inches from her. But then it's just like, no, this is just Karya swinging for the fucking fences.
I haven't swung my sword in a very long time. I don't remember my own strength.
as
my God.
Flick is running up to them, like throwing off his cloak and be like, "Karya, bloody fucking hell, calm down,
Oh, oh,
easy."
I apologize. I've been on edge.
Immediately, the whole crew is on alert. They surround Siren, weapons at the ready, and then murmurs and talking. It's like, wait, no, that's not an intruder. That's Siren. And everybody just kind of like immediately goes at ease.
Yeah. Flick immediately like holds
On
up
the
hands and
ground.
is like, "At ease, everyone, at ease. Calm yourselves."
I didn't recognize you without a hat.
Siren,
That's like as
blinking out the sky is in her
yes,
eyes.
Yeah,
I was gonna
currently-
say Siren's on the floor as she's looking up at Karya, and she's blinking slowly, and her eyes are blinking out of sync like a frog, and she's going, uh, uh, I
I'm going to take this one to
cast
the med bay.
dismissal on Karya. I don't think I can do that. Actually.
Nothing
He's a
happens.
planar creature, isn't he?
Nope. He's not a planar creature, and
No,
therefore
Damn it, I
nothing
was gonna think
happens.
of something funny, but I don't have my sheet here with me. I just have my phone, so I can't like add to the joke.
That's okay.
Something funny happens and everyone laughs.
There's a sound from beyond the crowd of small stomping armored feet rushing through. It's like, God damn it! I lay down for 8 hours and there's a fucking commotion the second I wake up. What's going on?
I
As
had forgotten my own strength.
Adelia pushes through the group, sees you over Siren on the ground. Right, what happened?
Bit of confusion. It seems Siren's disguise game is
Too
much
good.
better than I was expecting.
It was much more impressive.
Adelia goes over, like walks to stand next to where Siren is laid out, takes a knee, puts a hand on her forehead. You feel the cool leather of her glove on your forehead, Siren. Goes, well, she's concussed, and that's going to be a nasty bruise on her forehead. Well, if
Every time we come here, she ends up with a bruise.
you two should probably keep that in the bedroom. But anyway, I'm going to do something about this in the future. Either consider work as a spy if you're going to be that convincing, or well, what actually led to this is she actually her hand begins to glow a soft gold. As Siren, the stars in your eyes will begin to fade and the pain will recede.
Uh, oh, oh man! I was seeing Kari and Double for a second there. I thought there were really two of him. Oh,
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Again, keep it to the bedroom. On, as she stands back up and looks at the group. Nothing to see here. Go on. Go about your.
Yeah, at ease, everyone.
There you go.
Defend your posts.
You know I can defend this ship. Um, sorry.
Okay. As Adelia will look up at you, look how tense you are, and go, okay, we're gonna do one last roundup for the minutes at the end of the evening. I'm awake now. I can take over business again. We're gonna go over what happened today. If anybody's got anything to report and say, and then you points to Karia, and you points to Siren, are both going to take a little bit of R&R to yourselves together or on your own, whatever it is. But the both of you, you are going to rest and heal that rest on that concussion, and you, Karia, are going to give her some TLC and also take a little bit of R&R yourself. You've also been working all day. Now, in a clearer head, I think we should all be focusing on relaxing here in Haven rather than just more work.
all
I
right,
suppose
but
you are correct.
just so you know, and Siren stands up and she makes it to like the edge of the ship and looks down at the water. And it's nighttime now, right? So she
Yeah.
looks up at the sky,
Yes.
looks up at the moon, and she, without looking at Adelia, just looking away from her, looking up at the moon, says, I have nothing to report for today except for good brotherly companionship.
You're just wistfully looking off towards the moon.
Yeah.
Down to the ocean. Just you can't see it because you're faced away from her, but Adelia is giving you just the most confused look right now. And it is at this point
Flick.
that Kanabos and his army of kobolds and his new friend come marching up the gangplank.
If Adelia looks over to Flick, you see he's giving like a like a big grin, a thumbs up.
It gives you just like this look of the best I can give is like that is not fucking helping. These fucking people, basically. But yes, this would be when Kanabos and the kobold and Coral, kobolds and Coral would be coming back. I don't know if Peppy is currently here or if he's still suffering from the
Kobolds
fever.
and Coral coming this
Yes.
summer to ABC.
Kanabos, Coco. Oh god, no, I'm not gonna abbreviate that. I'm not gonna abbreviate that. Right. So, okay. I assume Peppy's currently not available.
I'm right here. What?
Oh,
I don't feel good, but I'm right here.
oh, good. I
What's
was
going on?
just saying that the Kanabos, his new friend, and his gaggle of kobolds would be returning to the ship. It is about nighttime. If you're not feeling too well,
I can still roleplay a little bit.
Okay.
What's up? What's new?
not much. They what do you call it? Everybody's reconvened at the ship. Siren and Flick have had their little adventure. Everybody's, I assume, wrapping up what they've been doing for the day and just reconvening before the night. So yeah, this would like as Karia has wanged Siren across the head after a case of mistaken identity. And there's a little bit of a commotion on the deck. Kanabos would have returned now that the day has gone by.
What did our ever so friendly war priest ask us to get, by the way, occupation wise for the ship? Because she gave us a list and I can't
I
remember.
believe the list is further up the chat. There we go. She needs a quartermaster, a cook or a chief cook, a shipwright, a financier, and an engineer, plus anything else you guys can think to hire.
Here's where I will chip in. My I don't know when you want to let me make the little poppets. What do you want to call it? For my followers, for my leadership feat. Could
say,
any of those potentially take that role?
I'd say they definitely could help
Those
fill the
roles?
role of engineer or engineering team at the very least. I was gonna say you could
Okay.
we could say you start making those once you've had a bit more time in your workshop. Probably the trip between Haven and Mordon. So when you would start first
Okay.
making the first like the first batch of them.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna retroactively remove that 240 gold and just have that be towards the materials for making all of them.
Okay, excellent. But yes, the group would watch as striding up the gangplank is first Kanabos, then what looks to be a walking diving suit, and then all your beloved kobolds. They all are absolutely caked in sand.
Hello.
Can you wash them before you bring them aboard, please?
We're on we're on the boat, Chico. They're probably gonna get washed anyways.
I don't like sand. It's rough and it's coarse and it gets everywhere.
Kill you.
Yes. I've read the books Heaven Dreader. Anyways, here's our. Well, I met someone that could be interesting and of use potentially, and I will now point over the coral.
You also notice at the words of they should be washed, some of the uh, kobolds, simpering sycophants as they are, have gotten a length of rope and begun tying it to each other and taking turns dunking each other in the water over the side of the ship.
Whoever thought of that idea, I'll give you something later. Good job.
Yeah. It was one of the kobolds came up with the idea. They're all going to take credit for it. But basically, they're taking turns bungee jumping off the side of the ship and then having the other kobolds haul them back up.
I love the kobolds so much. They're great. Oh, they remind me of my bird.
Unfortunately, one of them, when they get hauled back up, isn't moving.
Oh god,
Of
not another
course,
one.
you just had to kill one off.
Siren, go check that
It's
one.
tradition.
Yeah. What is it? Just like they just drop?
Emergency
The belly
resuscitation.
flop.
You see, he has a crumpled snout from where he slammed into the water, and he when he gets hauled back up, and some of the other kobolds just kind of kick his limp body on the deck. You see little bits of seawater dribble out of his snout.
Oh, well, there goes another one.
Yeah, it's just a couple of the kobolds. They close their eyes, they clasp their claws together in what looks to be a small prayer. Then they shrug, take the body, untie the rope from it, and toss it over the side.
Anyways,
To the
coral.
kobold. To I was gonna say, well, to the kobolds, plug your nose, please, when you jump off the boat.
Anyways, coral ship coral.
An interesting crew you found yourself with. Hello, my name is Coral. As he faces, I would say, yeah, the primary group. I have heard quite a bit about you from Kanabos. As she,
Is that so?
yes,
Who's this?
Coral will approach each
Yeah.
of you and give you a firm handshake.
Hi.
It's nice to
Aren't
meet
you
you.
a curious sort?
I am quite curious. Unless you mean in the case of me being an odd individual, which I am given to understand that I am in comparison to most people on this continent.
We found him buried in the sand. I thought he was interesting.
It was quite uncomfortable.
I see.
Hmm.
So how long were you under the sand?
Hard
A
to
couple
tell.
hours, maybe.
More. Well, I managed to count a year and a half before the sand started covering my head, and I could not see. Once I lost track of the
Slow
celestial
torn.
bodies, I could not see.
Turns
Year
to
and a half.
cannabis. A year and a half.
Probably more.
Probably a lot more.
I don't mean to be rude, but are you some sort of subterranean individual creature? Cause
Subaquatic, actually.
So, how were you alive under sand if you're aquatic?
I don't need to breathe.
I
I also typically
don't know,
don't
I'll
need to
do it.
eat.
So you want them what,
Eyebrow raise.
constructs?
Yeah,
That would be
eyebrow
accurate.
raise.
That would be accurate.
Construct.
Where I come from, we refer to ourselves as the Aquaforged.
Huh.
We are the construct of a previous existing empire that unfortunately drove themselves to ruin and they sank into the ocean. We inhabit what we
I
refer to
wanna-
now as the necropolis of their once home that we now have inherited from them.
Sorry, I needed to get that joke out.
Which joke?
I put it in the simple the actual roll 20
Ah.
chat.
God damn it. But yes, accurate.
I'm sorry. The first time I heard Aquaforge, the first time that was in the back of my entire time. Oh.
Also, I'll be right back again.
Mm-hmm.
So you said something about the necropolis?
Yes.
DM, what is that?
A dead city.
Cool. Anything else?
I don't know exactly what you're asking.
You see, I don't know what I'm asking either. I hear necropolis. Or I guess, well, Chico knows necro means dead.
Yep.
Necropolis, who knows what that part means? Don't really care.
Polis means a city or some sort of larger structure. So in this case, a necropolis usually refers to a large cemetery with several large tombs and monuments.
Okay, makes sense. I guess I can ask. Does it say? Does Chico know anything? Does anyone know anything?
People can always try history checks.
Okay. Oh, what am I think they're all 11, right? All my knowledge checks. No, they're all 6, right? No, 10s.
By the way, Epi,
I would call.
yeah, I don't mean to be a bother, but would you have told Coral about the happenings in Firegrove?
Huh. I mean, if I did mention it, it probably wouldn't be too much in detail.
Mhm.
We just got out of a really, really hot place, volcanic hot, not really going into too much terrible detail about it.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
I'm just wondering whether or not you would have mentioned the bit where you got shotgun married.
Oh, no, I did not mention that to Coral.
Okay, fair. Okay. Right then. Yes. I assume by your interest in me that you are the individual that Kanabos mentioned, who had a particular interest in the creation of constructs.
Turns to Connor and then turns back. Yes, I'm a bit interested in constructs. Yes.
Fascinating. It's been some time since I've met an expert in the craft. Some of us in the...
I wouldn't say expert.
Do you practice?
Yes.
Then I assure you,
What's
you
it
are more
called?
of an expert than most.
Chaco will kind of look around and say, hey, "Where's Kit?"
Adelia would say she is currently below deck doing some maintenance.
Well, that's fine then. She can. Okay. Yes. Back to Coral. I mean, all right. Are there more of you?
Quite a few, actually, several thousand.
Oh.
Yes, we were created primarily as servitors for the megocracy that created us previously.
I see. Um, what happened to the groups that made you, if you don't mind me asking?
In the story itself is rather personal, unfortunately. I beg forgiveness. I don't particularly want to go into the
Oh,
details
no, I'm sorry.
here
I'm
in the
sorry for
open,
prying.
but suffice to say, they built their own downfall, and we inherited what was left.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'll tell you more in
Just a
time.
little. Take your time. Um, I'm starting to gauge. I don't know the words I want to use. Sorry, I got a little bit excited.
That's quite all right. Curiosity is a laudable aspect, and that is the entire reason why I am here. I've come to discover the world to the east.
East map.
Yes, I'm given to understand that
So there is a.
I'm given to understand that you have not mapped anything west of the Titan's Arm, I believe it's called.
Yes, that is. Yeah.
I come from a continent I'm unsure how distant, but to the west. I have come on
Hmm.
an expeditionary mission of knowledge. Most of my kind do not venture so far from the collective, but I was given special leave.
Hmm. I see.
Normally, all must
To
be
peel
present.
back to current.
Normally, all of us must be
I was gonna
present
say
for any sort of collective decisions to be made, but I was given an exemption.
I see. I see. To peel back the curtain for a moment. Um, right now in Chico's mind, there's a lot of thoughts are going through her mind, like, hmm, is this one of those stories where man created constructs revolted, and implying such things to herself right now?
Mm-hmm.
Because a potential future is literally looking at her in the face and talking to her right now.
Hmm.
You ever have that moment? Ever have a moment like that when something that could be is literally right in front of you, when it kind of this the realization hits you?
Yeah, several times.
Around, yeah, yeah, that's kind of what's happening with Chaika right now. That's why she's a little flabbergasted.
Yeah,
Um,
and Coral is all too happy to converse. Yes, is nice to meet all of you. He gives you each of you a firm shake. Uh, I would like to join you all for the sake of learning more about this place, about this continent, about the various nations, the languages, the cultures. I wish I could say the food, but unfortunately, my kind are unable to sample your delicacies. Uh, though, if you were to describe them to me, I could always still notate them. Uh, but I'm also given to understand that you have functions aboard the ship that you need fulfilled.
yes. Turn turns. I think it's Lydia, right? She's the one who's task
No,
managing all this mostly.
Adelia.
No, not Lydia. Idelia. My bad. Um, Idelia, right? What other roles you need to fill again?
Well, off the top of my head, there were a few. It points to
What do
Well-
you think? What do you think Coral could help with
I don't
that helps
know.
it slims it down?
What can you do? To which Coral responds, I'm quite good at computation. I have a eidetic memory as a result of my own construction. And my primary job before I left the collective was that of an administrator.
Does that sound any good? That sounds pretty useful. No.
To which she just like ideally considers and then goes, how are you with numbers? And says, quite proficient. Then she says, how are you with counting things? Quite proficient.
Yeah, how are you counting like I don't know, finances, inventory, things of that nature?
I'm quite good at both. How much
Quick
sleep do you
question.
need? I do not require any sleep, so long as the ambient magic is plentiful. Fuck it. He's quartermaster and financier until somebody else can come along and help him with the jobs.
I second that decision.
I wanted to ask, does anyone, is it a common knowledge what I did it the memory thing is? I forgot the pronunciations. Is that like a common knowledge what people know what that means?
Not everybody
The perfect memory?
tends to know, like most people know it as photographic memory.
That yeah. I
Eidetic
mean that
is,
alone.
Eidetic is the lesser known version or name for it. But like you being a fairly intelligent person, you would know what the term eidetic memory is.
Okay. Yeah. In case the rest of you guys don't know, as soon as I heard the memory thing, I was gonna say, we should hire him because if his words are true, he can't forget anything.
You hired.
Anything he
Anything at all.
eh,
Batchy.
turns to coral. Turns to coral. That right? As you see something, you don't forget it, right?
Unless I willingly and deliberately wish to forget it, no.
Kind of
We would
does the
need that,
motion of
yes.
showing off.
What is your oldest memory?
My creation. I remember when my helmet was socketed upon my body, and I had my first instructions, and that was to count the grains of sand on a beach.
That is awful.
They had you
How
counting
long
grains
ago
of
was
sand
that?
on a beach?
Our creators were rendered semi-immortal by the magics that they had, and they wished to catalog everything they could about the world, including the varying amounts of sand on any particular beach around their kingdom. We miss our
Wouldn't that
masters to some
change
degree.
every day?
It would, yes. And every day I would catalog a new number.
I was just about to call that counterintuitive, but no, it sounds like they're just being dicks to you.
Some of us miss our creators. Some of us miss different times. But many of us have no love lost for our creators being no longer of this world. You would be surprised, or perhaps not, by how little can get done when you have eternity ahead of you. Part of this is solemnly the reason why our collective has a very set protocol about how we do things. And one of the things we decided was to not let our own eternities go to waste. So, our quest for knowledge, we like to think, is a bit more substantial. And there are those of us who ravenously seek knowledge like myself. There are those of us who devote ourselves to progress in other forms, and others to simply to observation. But also, we staunchly believe in the equality between all Aquaforged, which is why we have a mandatory democratic process. Whenever a large decision is, or even a small decision, is meant to be made to affect the course of Aquaforge kind, all members must be present and accounted for. And if they are not, they must be found. If they should have been rendered defective or destroyed, then they are taken off of the ledger. If they are simply indisposed, then they are retrieved until all are present and the democratic process can go its course. Yes. But you are not here to listen to me talk about dreary politics, nor about the depredations of our creators, who are no longer here and can no longer cause problems. I shall, I think, make myself familiar with the inventory aboard this ship.
Oh,
We are, well, ideally, so mighty glad to have you aboard, and hopefully, if things go all right, so we all will be very grateful for you too.
I shall do my best. Thank you for having me. It's a privilege.
Welcome aboard.
As he will descend the steps and begin making himself familiar with the ship, definitely turning heads wherever he goes on the ship. As his little smiley face window for a face lights up the halls as he walks below deck. It should be mentioned, his faceplate casts a gentle light through it.
I was about to say he's almost like I forget his name, something like Professor, what was it, Klaus or whatever it was from Pellboy 2.
Little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. He's not a ghost. He's a construct.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But yes,
I wonder how old he is.
He's
Our
gotta be,
gaggle is strange.
he's gotta be bloody really old, or really bloody old.
Well, we'll have Bark ask him a million questions. I'm certain he will be able to have answers to them at the very least.
And knowing him, he's gonna give him the whole detailed sort of affair.
Good. Good.
I am brimming with excitement.
yes. Assuming Mallory and Vark actually exit their quarters at some point, anybody that Coral has not met on the ship yet, he will approach and give them a firm handshake.
Does he do it to every crewmate?
Every crewmate.
Each one of the kobolds?
Them too.
Yeah.
But yes. Let's see. Okay. Question to the group before we move on, as we will cut that scene. Do you guys wish to continue staying in the Haven, or is there something you would like to try and accomplish while you are here?
I think I'm good. The only thing that I could possibly want is, wizard things, more spells. But other than that, realistically, I'm good.
I have no reason to be here. Well, obviously, aside from Flick, I have nothing that I'm looking for here.
Yeah.
Is this the start of a Flick X Karya Cat fanfic I hear? I'm here for no reason except for you, Flick.
There's one reason. Looks off into the middle. There's only one reason I'm here. Looks off into the middle distance.
Off to the side, you see a burly-looking Firbolg shedding a single manly tear, and under his breath, he says,
"Tonight,
oh.
you."
That's so beautiful, bro. But yes.
Damn it.
Uh, so I suppose the question to Flick is: do you wish to continue trying to pursue your sister or any of her lackeys here in the waters around the area? Continue asking questions, or not?
Hmm.
You had no luck. You
Tempted.
didn't have a lot of luck today, but if you were to persist, you could probably dig something up. Uh, hmm,
I know I definitely want to be careful. Yeah, Flick definitely wants to be careful if he's gonna do it another time around.
mhm.
Yeah, but that's something to think about at least before like I guess like packing in for the night. But yeah, I guess he would probably like surmise probably like what was it come up with another plan to gather information.
Okay. Okay. Um. All right. Lynn.
Yes.
Cool. Mallory has since for a while now returned after sunning himself on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say he'd be up to now? Would he have been on the top deck when everybody met Coral, or would he have been up to his own devices?
I think he would have been on the top deck when they met Coral.
Okay. In that case, he also would have gotten a very firm handshake from the walking diving suit, and the skinny on kind of like where he comes from and all of that. Mm, cool. Okay. I don't suppose he would have had any questions for Coral.
Nope.
Okay.
It sounds, to him, it sounds like something that will either blow up in their face or is a bit too complicated or annoying to get into.
Fair enough. Mallory is a man with a lot on his mind.
Yeah, the whole relaxing thing doesn't work for him.
Fair enough. Um, that said, it is about nighttime. And the topic of what to do next has kind of been left, I think, pushed until the next day. Would Mallory retire to his quarters?
No.
No? What would he do?
Well, if we say that if we say that he fell or took a nap in the at the beach, he's good for his 8 hours.
Okay.
So, he'd probably be just walking around the harbor.
Okay. Anything in particular in mind, or would he just be going for a walk?
I'm just going for a walk, making a few rounds around their ship, a couple other ships. Not really investigating or anything like that. Kind of just waiting and hoping that at some point they decide to leave.
Okay. This guy's just waiting for them to move on. I'd say also while he's walking around the town and the beaches, you would have sort of just passively picked up on some bit like some decent trade goods, probably to get bought and brought on the ship so they can sell it once they get into more Dawn or Titan's Arm. Um, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. This goes towards passive income later. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so he's just kind of passively noting that. Maybe as he walks by, he's like, okay, place an order for this. But for the most part, you just walking around killing time. Mm. Hmm. Okay. While you're, I think, like perusing around, window shopping, or just killing time, uh, while you were perhaps inspecting one particular shop front, A not quite sure how familiar, but somewhat familiar at the very least, red shirted figure comes up alongside you to inspect the product as well. As you spot a particular rapier wielding, scarred fight aficionado who's found himself next to you. Let's say you found a shipment of steel that has caught your eyes. A shipment of weapons. As he'll bend over, chin in one hand, as he inspects the products, and then looks to you and then says, "You know, it's a small world."
There is. What are you doing here in Haven?
Well, after the little tussle in the papacy, and I saw you all. Well, I saw you all until you reached the big old mountain there, and I was told I could not join you. Now, I waited there for a little while, and then you were gone for a month, or however long you were gone, and I just couldn't stay in one place for that long. It's just not in my nature. So I went wandering. I happened across a few people. Fought a couple more people, killed a couple more people, started talking to some other people, and then I started hearing rumors. And I heard that you were all headed. People talked, and I heard that there was this group of individuals with a steam-powered ship that was headed to the Firegrove Valley, of all things. And I know I could never survive there, but I knew you would all make it through, or you wouldn't. And so I was just on my way to Vladovsky to see if I could not run across you, and here I am. As Santiago will pick up one of the blades in its scabbard, unsheath it for a bit, inspect it, and then not gently, but also not like tossing it, but still not with any amount of affection or respect, puts the weapon back with a look of barely hidden disgust on his face. What about you?
Well, he doesn't like the.
It's clear that
He doesn't like the steel.
Clearly it doesn't meet his standards.
Ah.
Given that the man has what is effectively a mastercraft of sword making on his hip at the moment, he's probably just a little bit. He's got his standards quite high.
Mm-hmm.
What about?
I'm sorry. Wait, did I blink and I miss it? When did Santiago get here?
He just did.
He's yeah.
Okay, I like blinked. I like set my phone down. I was like, "Where the fuck did he come from?"
Mm-hmm. But yes,
There's no way that we
yeah.
just keep running into each other in a world this big.
He had a
I think I look at this.
You see, it's a small world.
It's not. It's not.
But yes, I was just on my way to see if I couldn't chase after you. More and more, it seems you are all being followed by many very interesting stories, and I could not help but think I'm missing out. And now here I am, and here you are. How is Flick, by the way? How has he been keeping?
You can ask him yourself.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Flick has turned in for the evening.
I hope he's healed from all those holes in his side.
He sure is.
Very good. What about you?
What about me?
He now completely just like forgetting the weapons to the wayside. He turns hand and chin as he faces you and looks. Seems to take you in, looking up and down. I get the sense that you yourself are not of the same cloth that Flick and I are. But
No.
I do get the sense that, like us, you are looking to fight a very big battle. Bigger than yourself. Quite a bit bigger, actually.
It's rude to pry.
Oh, yes. Far be it from me. I have always been known for my manners. Uh, that said, uh, if this individual, if this battle should need some blood being shed, consider my interest piqued. And if you should ever be looking to hire some competent muscle, you know how to fight me. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, he'll then. Yeah, wait. He'll look to you. He'll look to the shimmy. Uh, your Who am I kidding? Your ship is the one with the big thing on the back, yes?
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Of course. Uh, such interesting people. I will be very happy to follow along and keep an eye on all of you. How much space does your ship have?
Too much.
Excellent, and I can help fill it out. I will see you on the ship as he
Great.
excuses himself and goes wandering off in the direction of the harbor.
Hey, we have one more crew member. Flick will be
Flick, your
Another
getting...
one.
boyfriend's coming.
And then
Another one.
you feel one arm on each of your shoulders as in synchronicity, in almost the same voice, you hear, "Man, who was that guy?"
What? Who?
Mitra and
He
Bina.
just turns around.
Mitra and Bina on either side of you. Both of them just kind of leaning on your shoulders. Man, what a weirdo.
Can you take it?
Everyone's here.
Can you two get your damn hands off me?
Oh, sorry. The two of them just
I
kind of
was-
like again in sync, just kind of back away from you with the like hands out wide to the side. All three sets of them.
Why? Why is everybody meeting up in Haven? Why is it every single time?
I don't know.
Every...
I just keep finding you guys here, and then like when you think is like the twin you've met less, it's like, and she just drags me places. I just don't want to. I keep losing her, so I just try and like always keep her an eye shot. Yeah, she says you guys are fun to hang with.
The others are fun to hang out with, not me.
I don't know. I've heard the drinking stories.
I'm sober now.
Would you like to fix that?
Do not tempt me, woman.
Which like Mitra is like at first she was like being coy, and it's like, and then yeah, and what is like a genuine moment I think of what it sounds like Mallory considering it and then going, no, I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to be sober. I'm trying to have my whole head here so I can scheme without any sort of error. It's like, okay. We'll see if the others want to go drink with me.
In a large ship with a large creature in the back.
Cool. Okay. We'll look for the large ship with the large thing. The large creature. Oh, there goes Siren. Yes. They both give you like one pat on the shoulder. Then remember how standoffish you were and go like, "See you on the ship," as they give you like 6 rounds of finger guns. And then go off the rest. And then out in a floral summer dress, out comes Miss Battaglia. No.
Yeah, no, no, Reagan, wait.
And coming out from the cheese store is
It's Guillermo.
fuck, what's his name? Yes, Guillermo. That's
Guillermo,
actually the
he
name I was
finally
thinking
got away.
I'm finally on vacation. No, Guillermo never gets a vacation. The man who never gets to relax. He never gets to have time
No,
away.
see, it's actually Diego, and he's been chased out once again.
Mm-hmm.
Is Diego looking for love again?
And then coming out from the bread store is the sandwich.
Hey.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, she's currently
have her.
she's stumbling out, just screaming about copyright infringement. No, actually, you know what? Just for shits and giggles, the sandwich and stew are here in Haven somewhere, and they're on vacation.
Oh my god.
You know,
They deserve
I
it.
was
They
gonna go
deserve
invite
time
them.
off. They deserve time off.
Okay, but in reality, if we could, their kids are all gone. We could hire them to be the cooks.
You
I
could.
would say, yeah, we could use some cooks.
You could. You would have to go find them.
I'm gonna go find them. They're on my list of invitees to the kingdom. The fabled sandwich, creator of the sandwich.
Chaiko comes to Karya. I feel the service on the. I feel something. The sandwich is on
always
this
have this.
island.
You
The
always do.
sandwich is on the island.
I will find her.
Let us
Oh,
go.
what does a better grandma attract than a grumpy orphan out on his own at the nighttime?
True. We call it a grumpy orphan who's probably hungry. Because
Hasn't eaten in hours. Has only eaten. He hasn't eaten in literally weeks, months.
literally, yes. He must be starving by now, and no grandma would allow that to happen. But no, because I don't want Mallory to be utilized as some sort of conga line for bringing back NPCs. I'm going to respect his character a bit more than that.
Off.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
I'm going to respect him as a
Hand on
character
shoulder.
a bit more than that. At which point, hand on his shoulder, it's Barafucius. No.
Oh well, at least it's not Rapier.
No. Oh, you're right. That would be the funnier option.
And then you turn around, and there's Redbeard.
Redbeard.
Brightbeard.
Sorry, Brightbeard. Close enough.
See, Redbeard is the guy who wants to be Brightbeard, but he's like a small time captain and like a crew of like 15 guys.
Yeah, the guy just keeps trying to bleach his beard, but it keeps coming out red like.
His ship has all kinds of like a crayoned on like flame decals.
Bunch of the pirates call him Gingerbeard.
As a bit of a reference, yeah, as a bit of a reference to something, his ship has a lisp support. Their sails are all raggy. They have a cook. They have a cook down below who has like a stanky leg.
What I was thinking with the Redbeard is like his beard is like in an overly or stylized way, and there's a continual flame pressing into his beard. He has it there to try to look like Brightbeard.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh God!
It's just continual flames. They don't go out and they don't burn.
I mean,
he just has a continual flame on his face.
Yeah, there's such a thing as the continual flame spell / magic item. That said,
it makes it really hard for him to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just keeps wafting up into his face. It's not actually hot, but it still obscures his vision. Anyway, yes. So you've just had Santiago come out of nowhere, and then Mitra and Bina. You're fairly sure that those three individuals alone just run off of. You're not sure, just random chance, and always make themselves known or show up at the most unexpected opportunities, which probably Mallory is not a fan of.
Oh no, absolutely not.
But now you finally have a moment of quiet.
Flick at some point is definitely set on like hiring all three of them in one way or another.
I mean, there's a reason why he actually directed them toward the ship.
Yes.
And then, as you look to Mitra and Bina's backs, you feel a presence next to you. They didn't walk up next to you. You didn't hear their footprints. But now they're standing to your side, opposite the direction you were looking. They are not making any effort to make themselves hidden. They just are there now. And when you look...
John and Jane.
No.
Oh my god.
The figure is smaller in size, but they don't really have the proportions of one of the little folk, like halflings or dwarves. In fact, they look perhaps like a more childlike elf, but it's obscured underneath several layers of red gossamer fabric and a hood and a blindfold that themselves are in various shades of crimson, red, wine red. If anything, honestly, they look kind of like the typical caricature of a blind oracle. But you immediately sense something different about them, and that signature red covering you've come to associate with a very particular class of people. As they appear next to you, and they don't look at you, but their presence comes with a weight. And you get the distinct feeling that their attention is solidly on you.
What class of people?
Devils. As you also, your alignment detection rings very strong, in this case, lawful evil. The small figure next to you, her red her layers of thin red dress shifting in the breeze. Her hands are folded together in front of her, down between her thighs. You see small lips part as they go to speak. You stand here at this crossroad, and I feel the weight of your anger. It is something truly, truly frightening. What is it you seek? I think Lynn has been absconded with.
I was about to say, yeah, I think she got absconded with the worst possible time.
Worst possible time. God damn it. I heard her sister in the background. I was like, oh god, she's gonna get pulled away. No. In the middle of like a really serious scene.
Come back, Lynn.
Lynn, come back. Lynn, come back. Bye.
Oh, she's like super gone too. That's so unfortunate. I think she got pulled away in the middle. I was really hoping she'd be able to come back.
Family.
Damn.
Fucking family, man. What are they good for?
What is this? Some type of Family Guy?
Okay, there's a Family Guy. Okay, so while
I,
that's
s- I
happening,
s-
um, this is, I suppose, when Santiago would come swaggering his way up the gangplank, as the lanterns on the ship are being lit, to fight back against the encroaching darkness.
Actually, yeah. I was about to say it's not even that late. I don't think.
Mhm. It is coming close to nighttime. It was evening when you
Yeah.
guys got back onto the ship, and it was getting dark.
Okay.
So he comes swaggering back. He stands on the deck of the ship, takes one look around, nods his head in approval, and then catches your eye, Flick. I assume now you've got your hat back on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Picks it
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
easily from the crowd.
Him turning in briefly was him like getting all of his stuff back on.
He catches your eye, catches you in the crowd very easily, and approaches you. He goes,
Yeah. As Flick approaches him.
"Would you believe, not a year ago, I was fighting you in a back alley like a pair of bums, and now you are the captain of your very own ship, and what a beauty it is."
We spared no expense for this, especially not Karia.
That's funny, because I hear this was a gift from the King of Lorbus. Look at you,
That it
Kingmaker.
was. That it was. With every coin.
I knew I saw potential in you. I knew I saw something special.
Oh.
Now then,
Shucks.
your rather dour horned friend that I met met in the market. Well, he pointed me in this direction. That you also have a little too much room on your ship.
Yeah, we're taking on quite a few new crew recently. We just got our new quartermaster,
Oh, very
as it
good.
were.
Every ship needs someone who can keep count of things. Though that sounds like you've
I mean,
already
yeah,
hired
kinda
quite a
doesn't
few
count.
people. I suppose you don't have room for little old me.
Yeah, we could use a few extra fighters.
Well, that I
Yeah, we
can
need
do.
crew up. Yeah, we still need crew operating all the gates and whatnot.
I'm not sure I'd be very much help with that, but if you need somebody killed, I could do that.
Hello?
Oh, welcome back.
Hello.
Hey, sorry, there was a spider in the bathroom and nobody
Ah.
wanted to deal with it.
Okay,
Of course.
naturally.
You only left it the most important.
Lynn is a man of the house, taking care of the spider in the bathtub.
I'm afraid of spiders.
Why'd Jake make you do it?
Mm.
I swear. But yes, sorry. We'll divert back to your scene momentarily. We're just doing a thing with Santiago.
Sounds good.
As it says, if you need somebody stabbed or killed or mangled in some way, I can most certainly be of help there. Now, you are a captain of the ship, and I will respect that. But for the time being, if you had any thoughts in your head of hiring me like some sort of mercenary, dispel those thoughts immediately. There will be no subordination between the two of us. I am here because you offer a good time, and also because I like you. I will work with you, but not for you.
Sounds like a deal.
Excellent.
Sounds like a deal. I'll be more than happy to accept.
Most excellent. One of these days, we are going to have our rematch right here on the top deck of this ship for everybody to see. But I get the feeling you've got other things on your mind right now. We can have that rematch when things perhaps calm down a bit. Though, I think it would be good for both of us to sharpen our skills once more.
Sounds like definitely sounds like it. Yeah, we've got quite a bit being piled on the plate. Every couple of days or so, something new.
Well, that means life is exciting, no? No.
Hey, no one ever said it was boring.
Very good. I would not be able to bear a boring ship. but I know all of you are going to keep things quite interesting. As he then looks around and goes, I'm going to find myself a bed.
Yeah, yeah, definitely do some sifting around. Quite a the rooms in there already taken, so knock first.
Of course. And same goes for you. No peeking, as he gives you a little wink and disappears down the stairs.
Hey, you know me, professionalism.
We'll fix that someday.
Yeah, he says, like, holding up his hands.
We'll do something about that someday. As he disappears down the deck, and in case anybody wondered, Santiago is, at least in some small part, partially inspired, both scars and behavior, as well as his tendency to pop up in places, by Majima. If you hadn't caught on to that just yet.
Don't know who Majima is.
Majima from Like a Dragon, Yakuza.
I've never played Yakuza.
Oh, you should. If only if actually probably not, because
I've been told.
No, each one's a time sink in the same way that a Rockstar game is. So if you don't have the time for it, probably not. But they are great stories and they are wonderful and very, very fun. If you've got the time.
Knowing I'm pretty sure you will like it.
You'd love it. It's just you need the time.
You have any of them. Yeah.
If I were to say one to start off with, is Yakuza Kiwami 0.
Actually, I already own it because several people now have said, and I quote, "I'm Yakuza coded, and I should play them because they would be fun."
You would love them. You would love them.
Yeah,
they've got a
yes.
You would absolutely adore them. They have a kind of almost no, I'm not going to go too deep into it, mostly because we're still in the middle of session. But yeah, no, you would love it. You would absolutely love Yakuza. But also they can be real time syncs, especially if you want to do the side content, because they have a lot in them.
Side content is where the great stuff is.
Oh yeah,
actually,
the side content is some of the best parts of the game. The main story is good. The side content's great. It's also ridiculous. But anyway, this is also as a little tail end to this particular event. After he's found his way beneath deck, is when Vark, on the top deck, for some reason or another, getting himself fresh air or something, is summarily picked up by 2 sets, or actually 6 sets of strong hands.
I'll gladly do it with you.
Mm-hmm. Sorry?
I'll gladly do this with you, but before we do this.
Oh?
Do Lynn first.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I was going to make it a very quick thing.
Because
but then we can also actually...
You can interrupt and all that.
Yeah, true. We don't want to leave that hanging for too long. Fair enough. And then also we can make a little bit more out of it later. So, Lynn, back to you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Having appeared almost seemingly from nothing is this small, childish, childlike figure draped in what looks almost like red gossamer fabric, with a long veil that flows down the back and comes to cover the front of her face and what looks to be a blindfold as well. Small hands crossed neatly in front of her lap as she stands next to you. You stand here at a crossroad between nations and worlds, where many things converge. And even from my home, I could feel the weight of your anger. And it is a terrible thing to behold. What is it you seek?
Justice.
Should you say that again?
Justice.
Justice. A vague concept. What is justice to you?
For all that has been done upon me and done upon the ones I hold dear, to be returned in kind.
Hmm. A deadly promise. One that is difficult to uphold. The world itself is resistant to concepts such as justice. It is harsh, cold, unfair, cares very little for what we want. You seek to fight this natural order?
Yes, I'll do whatever it takes. I would rather fight, I'd rather grovel, I'd steal, I'd do anything just to make sure that the guilty get what they deserve.
You notice, as
And
you say this, the shopkeep seems to almost have forgotten that you're present, as have all the people around you. They move around you too like a tide, almost seemingly incapable of perceiving you.
you are a devil, no?
I am many things. A devil is one.
Then what are you to me?
An observer, a listener, an enemy, or perhaps an ally. That is your choice. You want justice. You wish to bear fruit from your anger and have it be wrought into reality. This is a thing I can do. This is a thing I can help you see done. You say you would do anything.
Well then, what is it you would like in return? I can't imagine you simply would offer me all this help just to watch.
Your soul is already claimed, no less by one of the senior hierarchs. I cannot ask for such a thing that cannot be given. Else I would ask for half to see the deed done. And because I cannot ask for your soul, I cannot extend my full services to you. But I am owed. I am owed many debts. And were you to collect one, if you were to collect many, I would accept this. And I would offer information. I would offer insight into the true working of devils. And I would answer your queries. A favor for information. You have enemies. Even now I see them, wrapped tight around your neck like red cord. They pull tight and they extend in many directions. And she reaches up one childish finger coming up to her neck, and you see where her finger touches her carotid. You see glittering red threads materialize and shoot off into nothing. I have many of my own. And some of your enemies may be some of my friends. But some of your enemies are my enemies. We share an interest. There are those in the Quadranon who deal in devils as a matter of fact. It is business. And there are those who seemingly do not honor the sanctity of a pact once struck. I would ask you take the lives of 3 people. One is a man by the name of Ferroni Tampaccio. He's a gunsmith within Lorbus. The second is a courtesan by the name of Magnolia. She resides within Rosaino. And lastly, is one of my greatest debtors. A man by the name of Tartain Fontenot Denaya. He owes me a great debt. You could even say he owes me his life. And now that the contract has seen its conclusion, he wants to stiff me on the payment. And unfortunately, he seems to have trucked with another devil toward his home against me and refuses to leave. I think you'll find little issue with killing him, at least in a moral sense. He is one of the enemies we share. For each debt that you retrieve from me, I will offer you boons, information, and service. And the more you retrieve, the more I can supply. I sense your anger is directed, in great part, but not alone, at the Nyans. But also the people of Naissance? Yes. Further south. Your anger is something frightening to behold, indeed. Should you see this through and collect these debts from me, I will render to you the full limits of my service. And should you be able to reclaim your soul from your ancestor, she is familiar to all devils. Then maybe we can strike a deal for something more substantial. And we can see what we can do about the people of Naissance. Does this strike your interest?
I'll see what I can do.
I look forward to doing business with you.
Likewise.
Which she will reach up into her long hair underneath the veil, uncurl something, and then come out with a shimmering red ribbon, and then extend that to you without looking at you. Take it. It is a token of our pact. Yet young. Should you learn the methods, you may call me with it.
He takes the ribbon and sort of reaches for his cravat, takes it off, and then ties the ribbon around it. Around, where his cravat used to be.
Nice. It suits you.
Thank you.
I hope we see each other soon. There's much to do.
Naturally.
One second. So I try to remember something.
I have no idea what her name is, but I'm just gonna call her Little Red.
You could do it. You could do that, certainly. Yes. My kin call me Paquita. Sorry, Pequeña. That's it. The devil, as you realize the ribbon she took off as she turns her head she turns her head towards you for the first time, you see that the ribbon she took off was in fact the blindfold underneath her veil.
Hmm.
As she turns to you, ever so slightly, and between the veil and her hood, you see closed eyes crack open ever so slightly. And just between the eyelids, you swear you see a night full of glittering stars that put the sky above you to shame. And then a larger man walks between the two of you, and as he steps by you, she's gone. And you're back. And the shopkeeper, who previously was manning the stall while you were admiring, or at least perusing the wares, looks up and goes, "Oh, blimey, you're still here?"
Yes. So,
Watch something and move on, jeez.
hey, well, does he have any, like, loose pieces of, like, ingots, iron ingots?
Sure, he's got, like, unworked metal and even pieces of scrap here and there, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that because I'm running out of bullets.
Excellent. Okay,
I
yeah.
need gunpowder.
You can certainly solve that when you get to Mordon, probably. Yes.
Good question.
They also probably have gunpowder here somewhere in Haven, because they do have guns every now and again.
Mhm.
Not many, but well, we'll see. Anyway, yes, Chaiko, you had a question.
Could I make bullets? Obviously not the gunpowder, but
You could fashion the bullets. Mallory, by dint
Just a-
of his gunslinger feat, is able to fashion them out
right,
of
right.
roll.
I forgot. I forgot they had the gunslinger thing, and I kind of just went gun, bullet, metal. Chaiko.
Chaiko could. It's just casting something in a mold, really.
True.
Yes.
That was more curiosity thing.
So while this is happening, back on the ship, Vark.
Yes.
You are currently being hefted up by several sets of strong arms on both sides. As you are hoisted up into the night air, and your butt is plopped down on two different sets of shoulders. As looking up at you is Mitra and Bina.
There's a certain level of alarm.
Mm-hmm.
Give me just one moment. I have this problem with Discord where my voice comes out delayed. I just have to quickly reconnect. Okay?
All good. Everybody
I
panics.
hope you have soundboards turned off.
I do have soundboards muted, yes.
Oh, thank God.
I did that after the
Fair
first
enough.
time that frickin' Frey came in here with, God, what was it? It was Zawarudo at full
No,
fucking
no,
volume.
thankfully my soundboard isn't like anything like offensive or or like
But if it's
egregious,
if it's
but
loud, it's
still.
still obnoxious.
Yeah.
Considering our
Um,
our sessions tend to be fairly like quiet and low energy most of the time. And I've had several times where like people have gotten too loud, and I've had people like in chat, for instance, go, "Ah, my fucking ears."
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but
Yeah, we're sorry about that.
I'll make sure that if session comes around, I'll turn that off next time. But
It's
yes.
okay. I've got soundboards
So
muted. You're okay.
okay. There's a certain level of alarm as you get tossed up. Like they definitely feel his body like stiffen up, and he even goes so far as to reach for his side. Where late at night he doesn't have a rapier on his side, but he does have like a parrying dagger essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But then he looks down like as he reaches for his weapon, he automatically looks down and he almost immediately recognizes the very recognizable forms of these two women.
Mm-hmm. As they
He
look up
stops,
at you, uh,
freezes.
hmm? Sorry, I interrupted you.
He freezes and um for a moment he's just taken aback and lets himself get manhandled essentially.
He's we got Mitra's got you like you're pretty sure that's Mitra. You think she's the one you're real familiar with. She says, "Hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you since the ghost ship."
Yes, it has been a while.
You guys ran off.
I'm we were busy, I must admit. I'm sorry I didn't expect to see you so suddenly.
Ah, it's
It's good
okay.
to see you again. However.
It's the one on the other side, Bina in this case, says, "Nah, that's what we do. We wander. It's no insult to us, if anything. Just cuts us free to go do our thing, and somehow we always just kind of find our way back to the people in our life. I always find my way back to Mitra, and see she seems to always find her way back to you. I just make sure to never lead her out of my sight."
That's a good idea. I'd hate for the two of you to lose each other again. But what brings you to the city?
Well, I gotta say, same as usual, wandering about, looking for interesting stuff. Then we hear about you guys. Uh, we get in, we hear about uh, the big ship that belches smoke and has a spinning thing on the back, and also apparently a giant fat lizard. But I think we missed that bit. Uh,
Yeah, that
and
that's
we
our ship.
yeah, we were like, well, that sounds very interesting, and we recognized when they started talking about the people who were running the ship, and we thought, well, if they're going that way, and they're probably going to come back this way, so we just decided to hang around for a bit. We had a nice long sunny vacation. It's not quite like home. Coral cities are a little more humid, but it's still nice. It's like home. They begin to slowly set you back down on your feet. What about you? What you been up to? Uh, Hunted any giant monsters lately? Tear down any fascist regimes? Read a good book?
Var,
Hello?
Oh no.
are you muted? Varg?
Uh-oh. There you are?
No.
Oh no, did his internet do a fucky? Oh, mic
Oh
He
yeah,
issues.
oh
said
yeah,
mic
yeah, yeah.
issues. One
Yeah, I see.
moment.
Rip.
Ah, I heard all. Give me a moment. Okay, good. Just need to wait for the response. Tech. I will say after the scene is probably where I'm gonna cut the session, which will be just on time.
Okay,
I figured.
should work now.
Yeah.
There we go. I hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, my headset disconnected for a moment. Like the connection for my other
Grr.
one. Okay. I've read plenty of books in the time since we last met each other, but I suppose that's the least interesting thing of the ones we encountered during our travels.
Hmm.
I'm happy to share stories with you if you'd like.
You tell really good stories. I'd like that.
Thank you. I'll try my best.
I wish there.
However, perhaps we should reconvene somewhere more comfortable.
Yeah, let's go take a seat. Also, before we do that, as Bina will actually lean over, uh, kind of halfway onto Mitra, but also like semi pulling you into a sort of huddle. And will, I suppose, he's not here, but we'll point towards Kanabos, where he's, I suppose, he would. No, he's done wrangling kobolds for the day. She'll point over towards Kanabos and say, "You you know what's up with that guy?"
Could you elaborate?
I don't know. There's something about him feels funky. You don't feel it?
It's not necessarily my story to tell. He is very spiritual in nature.
Huh.
Perhaps it is that you feel.
You know, yeah, I'll ask him about that. Probably tomorrow or something. Most people need sleep.
It is fairly late, and he has had a busy day from what I've heard. I've heard him deal with the little kobolds all day. They are a very energetic bunch.
Hmm. I wonder if kobolds like to spar. Anyway, uh,
I don't think they would survive.
sounds like they really need. Yeah, it sounds like they really need some toughening up. Yeah, we'll spar.
Very well.
As they'll look between each other, nod at some sort of unspoken statement, and then go, "Okay, we're gonna go find a place to sleep. Is any room fine?"
I do not believe we have any specific rooms reserved for guests, and cabins rather. So unless it is already occupied, feel free to pick one.
Killer. All right. We'll go down below. We'll go pick a place out to sleep. No way we can get lost on a boat in the middle of the ocean. All right. Good to see you again. See you in the morning. As
Likewise.
Mitra and Bina go marching off down the stairs.
Rest well.
I,
Have
I
a
was
good night.
I was about to say at some point they probably would bump into Flick, and he would probably be like, oh yeah, no, his room's down below.
Excellent. Yeah. And as they go by, they would give you like a welcome, like a handshake, a hug, a slap on the back as they pass you.
Yeah.
High five if you're up for it.
Yes.
And then we'll hunt down a place to sleep. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's a good place to cut things for tonight. As you got some new recruits, you've got an interesting individual that has made contact, and you've learned some things potentially? Question mark. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, homework for until the next session is determine if you are going to hang around Haven for a bit more and try and ferret out some more information or pick a fight, or continue moving to Mordaunt. So yes. That'll be something I ask that you guys, even if it's just in passing, discuss. Even if it's just like, I think we should get moving again, we'll find out more later, or I think we'll, the next attempt we'll make a breakthrough and we'll get something really meaty to get our teeth into.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's up to you guys. It is a binary choice. Go now or stay a bit longer and see if you can dig a bit deeper. But yeah. I'm going to go ahead and usher us out now. You guys, thank you very much for being here. Those who stayed, those who came, those who stayed, those who didn't. You're all truly wonderful. I love you all very much. Be kind to each other. Take care of each other. I'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
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 Good night.